It's Titty Tuesday. Why not talk about the size of our areolas?
Chocolate chips.
Yeah, that's literally what we're doing.
I mean,
we're like comparing our areolas to make sure they don't pop out.
I mean, mine are like chocolate chip cookies. They're kind of cool though. I like mine.
I got $quarter.
If mine
actually, no, I think mine are bigger than $quarter. They like
$quarter. I mean,
they like pepperonis. I got pepperoni areolas.
Oh,
look, I live vicariously.
You know,
I would give mine to y'all. I'm not a titty person. I'm not a titty person, and this is the biggest mine I've ever been. So
maybe that's why I only date black guys. Black guys aren't really titty guys.
Care.
They like
ass
and thighs and hips.
Yeah.
So that's why I be winning, bitch.
Yeah.
I mean, go get all these thunder thighs, baby.
I went to a birthday, a small socially distant birthday party last week with some strippers, and it was very interesting because most of the men, I like strippers. I love going to strip clubs. I love strippers, and they're performers to me. You know what I'm saying? It's like another artist. I'm an artist. You an artist. It's fine. We just just a bunch of crayons, different colors. So the one thing I noticed though about all the strippers was that a lot of them had natural bodies, which I was so happy about because I love tiger stripes and cellulite. You know what I'm saying? I have stretch marks and cellulite, so I love seeing women with
Is that a specific
cellulite.
Agency they all come from? That natural bodies only.
I mean,
no, the New York strip club.
New York strip clubs are natural bodies for the most part. I thought.
Hell no.
Oh.
The bitches up here be looking like a Bug's Life on stage, child.
Not a Bug's Life.
I swear, yeah, it be the asses that don't match the legs. To me, I don't like New York strip clubs because of that. First off, they all have done their faces to where they all look alike. But then their bodies all look alike. It's hard. I love me a good old Southern strip
Well, I don't
club.
know what this company was, but it was great. It was a bunch of natural
I saw
girls.
I saw the videos.
It was a bunch of natural girls. I was here for it.
Natural.
Yeah. It was one girl that had the diaper booty, but it's okay. It was fine.
Not one girl with the diaper booty, but it was okay.
It was all right. It wasn't for me. I turned that down, but
I know that's right. Y'all, we got Live back. Welcome, y'all.
Yeah.
We back.
We missed you so much.
I don't even know can we keep track of the episodes now? What is this? 12?
11.
Damn, I'm acting like we all the way in the 300s. like the boys.
I'm trying.
Not yet.
You're like episode 792. Nah, we missed Liv and everybody else missed Liv too.
Everyone missed
No one
Liv.
wanted to watch.
Damn, y'all not rude. Why y'all so rude?
They made it clear.
Everybody came in the comments
not here?
just to say, right. Slam the door like,
See y'all next week.
Well, y'all, thank y'all for coming.
Why y'all ain't got no intro song yet?
Look,
See y'all next
that's
week.
every
who need
week.
an intro song? I'll produce it for you for $100.
Aren't one of them a singer and the other's a DJ? How do you guys still have no intro song?
I want to do other things with my life. Give me a break. Give me some time. Shit.
What we opening to this week? Because we love opening up to your mixes, baby.
We can't do it without Liv. That's our intro
I don't got
music.
a mix. I just have a song.
Okay. Let's
that
rock.
I was listening to on repeat the entire past 2 weeks. Yeah.
Come on, past entire 2 weeks.
Give it to us.
Hold on. Is it gonna play though?
Uh-oh.
Oh God.
Sound check.
It doesn't love us.
There we go.
There we go. It's a throwback.
This is a throwback.
You're not gonna get it, Mandii. You're not gonna get it.
Don't do this.
I was in my bag. Any given Sunday, LL. I was Willie beaming like Jamie Foxx. Happy birthday, Jamie Foxx. I was in my bag. Like, I'm gonna get through this surgery. Y'all can't hold me down. Look, you can't hold me. Get off me.
L never got ripped by a track. You don't get LL Cool J out of here.
I'm already like, okay, this isn't.
It worked for me.
Okay,
it worked
I'm glad.
For me, sis.
I'm glad.
This is a good song.
You can't hold me.
You needed
Get
this.
off
This was
me.
the energy you needed.
This is the energy I needed. I needed to get in my 1999 bag to get where I needed to go to flourish.
I know that's
You're not
right.
gonna get it.
I'm right.
It's all right. You're not gonna get it.
Yeah, I didn't.
get it.
You called
It's
me
all
out,
right.
honey.
Listen, you made it through.
I'm trying to think what song I listen to and I be trying to
You
really
gonna
make
listen
it
to Kodak?
through. Don't do me. I was
I ain't
about
got
to
no
say,
Yeah.
don't do me. I
It's
mean,
giving
I
the
have-
baddest bitch.
You know
Or
what's
it's
crazy?
giving
No,
Kodak.
like. I'm trying to think of what the song is called, but to me, like when I really wanted to feel, don't judge me. This was my MySpace music back in the day.
Judge me. I judge you.
It was.
Music.
So actually,
I'm
I know
judging you
you
off of
just said
MySpace
Kodak,
alone.
but Pastor Troy, that
Which
is
one?
who.
Which one?
I got my attitude adjuster, ready to fuck niggas up. I got my attitude adjuster. You like attitude adjuster?
Yeah.
That's my shit. You know about Attitude Adjuster?
No, I don't.
Y'all don't know about? Can we just get a little bit of Attitude Adjuster?
Attitude Adjuster.
Like that would be my vibe to just like I'm ready. Like, and I do be having to adjust my attitude. I've been having to do it with my nigga all week. I be like, nigga, I want to be mad at you right now, and I don't know why I can't. I'm really trying though. I don't know. He just didn't give me everything I wanted this week, so I'm just.
You are brat.
This is me. Tell me this don't make you feel. Y'all know what time it is.
Yeah, this is you. Is
this not me?
You. This is definitely
Hold
you.
on, listen to it. Attitude Adjuster. I got my Attitude Adjuster. Bet them hoes won't fuck.
Yeah, this is definitely you. This is you. This makes so much sense.
Attitude Adjuster. That's nobody. You feel me?
No.
Yes.
I'm familiar with that song. Wasn't
right.
Pastor Troy on Judge Joe Brown or something like that a couple years ago?
Don't do that. I think he may have been. I know he fell off like from the graces of everything.
No, but
and
he was the man at one point. Like
he really
had like
was. I loved him, and then that was back when like all the guys had that long beard. Ooh. The niggas at the time didn't have them in high school, so I just used to look like, ooh, that's sexy. I can't wait till I get a grown man for a beard. Anyway, I know we had a hell of a week.
Yeah.
Liv, thank you for joining us back. I know we got to call you, but it wasn't the same.
It's not the same.
No.
Because I definitely was home like, oh God, I wish they would hang up this phone because I'm hurting so bad.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Larsa.
Oh. Poor baby.
No.
I'm a little bit better now. Like literally, pain level is at about a 5.
Okay.
And I've had a baby, so like,
Okay.
I have a high tolerance of pain.
I'm not gonna lie, y'all. You had surgery on what, Thursday? Last week?
Thursday, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago now.
Yeah.
And
Almost 2 weeks ago.
I remember we were making plans. We had to meet with Rory on a Sunday, and then we had recorded on Monday. And you hit us first off. You were in the hospital way longer than we thought.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be a quick 1 day in and out, outpatient.
It was.
That's what you made it sound like. Like it was literally
I mean,
like.
that's what I was told.
Like you were going to be in there to get a pedicure and then roll you out.
No, they're gonna give me a little mani-pedi, and I'm gonna roll out real quick. I think they made it seem that way because a lot of women get scared.
Oh, so they
back out.
They didn't want to scare you.
So they downplay a lot of stuff when it comes to that surgery because it's major surgery.
Yeah.
And so they try not to give too much detail because people get scared. Well, women get scared.
Yeah, I would have been scared, but I would have been more. I would have been more scared though, waking up and then being like, "Hey, by the way,
You have another day to stay in
You're
here.
here for another 2 days. Thanks for stopping by." What? I would have been beside myself. Like that would have fucked me up a little bit.
It's a lot. Even like certain things, like trying to tell me like my blood levels were low, so I needed a blood transfusion.
Oh my God.
Holy shit.
So the doctor comes in and she's like, "Yeah, so your blood level is a little low." I'm like, "Sis, I know what the number is because I was at a 5. You're supposed to be at like 12."
What?
Holy shit.
So this was like an episode of Grey's Anatomy, basically.
Yes.
Is what was going on here.
Yes.
Right.
Yes,
Okay.
and I was that patient that comes in with some weirdo shit that like Dr. Gray
And you're used,
figure
and
out.
right, and every doctor has downplayed it up until this point, and now you're
Exactly.
here like, oh, well, they said it wasn't that bad, and now you are 2 days later in the hospital, like, oh,
so
okay.
like the doctors, they try their best not to scare the shit out of you, but I'm like, I know the deal, sis. Thank you, but yeah.
And so how has recovery, I guess, since been?
Recovery has been an eye-opener for the most part in terms of like just understanding when you go through surgery, that is your body going through trauma.
Right.
So you really have to be mindful of taking care of yourself, not only physically by getting rest, but also mentally getting in a really good headspace. So you're not down for a long time or get into a depressive state because you're down for a while. So it's a whole mental exercise. That's why, I mean, if anybody follows me on social media, I am a clown.
You are.
And there's
definitely a jokester.
There's reason for that. Like I always have to make sure my spirits are on 1,000 because like the shit that I go through.
Yeah.
The shit that so many women go through. We were just talking about it. And I told I mean, just Liv, how proud I was of her this week.
Thank you.
Because you posted, thank God for the graphic warning before, but I was like, where did that fit in your body? I was like, so for y'all that don't follow Liv on Instagram, she posted, it is a graphic image of all the tumors that were removed. And holy shit.
Devastating to even see as a woman, to know that all of that stuff could be in your body and you not even realize.
5'3", about 132 pounds before the surgery. That was what was inside of my body.
And I couldn't imagine, like, so even, and again, for the fellas listening, I was just thinking, like, damn, men really, like, yeah, y'all talk about our laces lifting and our nails being chipped and when we're overweight or underweight, whatever is not to your liking. But the fact that women go through so fucking much. And a part of me felt bad. I think that every time I fucking hit Liv over the last 2 weeks, I've just started crying talking to her because I'm just like, even myself as a woman didn't realize how many times I've seen her and she comes in with smiles and she was dancing. She outdanced the hell out of me. And I'm just like, yes. Yeah, you were a little...
I'm off too, sis.
The white jeans took over there.
That mama rhythm of shoulders and elbows only just kind of kicked in.
The auntie vibes. But no, like, so just knowing Liv and knowing that, again, we've literally seen each other and hung out every week since September. August. And it's literally... I can't believe it. I can't believe that that's what was inside of you and that's what you were battling on a monthly basis.
On a monthly basis. You can't even say monthly because after your period is over and you've lost the amount of blood somebody would lose in a gunshot wound.
Yeah, you'd feel weak.
That's insane.
You'd feel weak. You feel nauseous. You got headaches.
You feel completely drained, fatigue, all of the above. To the point where, like, you don't want to get out of bed.
Right.
And because you don't want to get out of bed, you don't want to, like, be social, and you just feel sad as fuck.
And you're not yourself.
You're not yourself.
So the fact that I
was a shell of myself for several years because of this.
Damn.
And like, see, you never know.
These past couple months, I really had to fight to get myself back again.
Yeah, and it's just, I don't know. Like I said, just as far as the women listening, I know my friend, I was just on the phone with her on the way over here. She normally does her yearly around her birthday. She's like, girl, I'm going at the top of the year. Kind of going through you experiencing what you've been experiencing. I'm not going to cry, goddammit. Just women not taking their health as serious. My friend, here we go. Fuck.
It's okay. Girl, it's fine.
My friend who's in her 30s, your age, and I think I told y'all she's been dealing with going to get tested and the fucking health insurance, dicking her around and then also saying, oh, you're fine, I don't feel nothing.
Right.
She just found out she possibly has breast cancer. And so everyone, like, and she's fucking 34.
Right.
And they're like, good thing you called it now. And she's literally been like, I only went because you're annoying. And I pushed her to go, but because I've been talking to so many women, Live with what you've been going through over the last couple of weeks, my friend experiencing pregnancy during a pandemic, all of my friends going through so much because they're women.
Right.
Like, it's not just a period. You had fucking fibroids. You were like you said, losing the amount of blood you were. Yeah. My friend, her tits are nice, but there's also now a fucking cancerous tumor in there. And she's now having to deal with that. And it's just crazy that men do not know how much, like, shit that women go through, and we do it silently, which is why I've literally been texting Liv, like, Liv, I'm so proud of you. Like, you probably saved a life and you don't even know just by sharing your journey. Right. And I really love that you did that.
It's super important for me to do it because in my experience of dealing with this, I didn't have nobody, like, so many women. It's not until I was like, I have this and it's bothering me, and so just in my family.
Right.
My mom is like, oh yeah, when I had your brother, we had a C-section, I got it removed. Are you kidding me?
Wow.
What? Are you kidding me?
Wow.
But it's so normal to just, fight your good fight and keep it quiet and keep it pushing. She's like, well, I didn't really have it that bad, but I guess, like, I should have told you. I was kind of mad. I was kind of mad at my own mom for like a good week or so.
For not sharing.
How could you not tell me this?
And that's the thing, ladies, a lot of things, like you just said with your mom, are genetic. But as women, we don't talk about a lot of things regarding even to as much as the normalization of fucking yeast infections. Like, there's a lot of things that happen with our body that we can't control, but that there's shame so much shame brought about with it. But also with you, and if for the ladies listening, I know the men are just like, what the fuck is going on? But for the ladies
Y'all
listening,
can skip over this part. It's
you know,
fine. Well, actually, don't skip.
No, don't.
They cannot.
You need
I was about
to
to say,
you need to hear
Don't
this shit
skip over
because a
this.
lot of women, 1 out of every 4 women is affected by this. So you need to hear this shit. Hear it loud and clear.
Nah, but for the
And also-
ladies, for the ladies, if your period is just overly heavy, if you feel like you can't go to class or school or work, that is not normal. I know we've almost normalized heavy and painful periods as if, oh, well, you weren't God's chosen. Ha ha ha. But no, like you need to go and get checked because those are symptoms of so much. And y'all, I ain't no doctor. So endometriosis, cynomolanosis, there's so many fucking eosis
There are.
that it could be. And you need to go get checked.
But also for men and women, stop accusing women of being dramatic.
Ooh.
When it comes to matters of our bodies and matters of our health and matters of our levels of comfort, because we have normalized being comfortable with pain, like being comfortable sitting in silence and sitting in pain. We've normalized that as women. So for everybody, and I know women that have been insensitive to it too. So it's not just for men to tell men not to call
over that shit.
Yeah,
I had a
what do you
friend of
mean?
mine. She had her birthday party. I told her this has had to be like 2015. Had her birthday party. Told her that I'm not feeling well. My period started, and I'm throwing up. It's so bad. Maybe like she got mad, didn't really speak to me. The week after, she was like, "Well, all women get their periods. Like it wasn't that serious."
Oh.
So I was like, all right, cancel you, bitch.
No
problem.
But
Right,
that's
no
the thing.
problem, bye.
Well, and that's the thing. That's
Pour
why
champagne
this isn't
over
even
her.
this isn't even just a man thing. Not knowing women do it to other women.
That's what I just said.
Which is even like how I've been. People have come at me, and there was a whole conversation on the Chitty Chat House about how I almost didn't have a right to speak on something because I didn't have children, and women were riding around with this celebrity that said that. I ain't gonna bring his name up because he ain't shit. But he tried to pretty much downplay me as a woman because I had not bared children. And I'm just like, do you know how many women cannot or
Right.
try? Like I was
Right.
just even speaking with my friend who has PCOS. She literally is
can't.
infertile
Right,
or
she can't.
cannot have kids because of this going on. And so the idea that men and women just throw these accusations out without knowing or fully knowing that women deal with so much shit, I'm just like, it's a piece of shit. And I kind of wanted to maybe bring this into what I saw old boy say, the sack of potatoes.
Who?
Twister.
What?
Oh, no. I'm not done.
Okay, we'll bring it up later.
We
then.
could talk about that later. I'm not done. What I want to say to women who have dealt with this, who are dealing with this,
Tell 'em.
who please go to the doctor. If you go to one doctor and they tell you get a hysterectomy, go to another one. If you are a black woman, find a black woman doctor.
Yeah.
That's what my journey had to be. I had to go sit down with 2 doctors who literally sat me down. I told them what symptoms I had, and they automatically told me, you have to get a hysterectomy without even checking
Wait,
sonogram
what?
or anything
Yeah.
like that. They told me you have to get a hysterectomy.
Could you for the men listening?
I also
what is
think
a
it has to
hysterectomy?
do. I also think it has to do with the age because my mother was a midwife for 35 years, and that was immediately what she said. I think it also has to do with the age of the doctor. If you go to my mother's in her 60s, and she literally her first response was her ovaries, her uterus, like if she doesn't want any more children, that they should offer that to her as an option.
And that's
to
what it
remove
is, guys. It's the removal of what is it?
of your uterus.
Of your
removal of
uterus.
uterus.
There we go.
At the time I went to that doctor, I was about 32, 33.
Wait, what?
Yeah. And they told me I have to, and I feel like because it's such a common thing amongst black women, I know y'all be like, Liv be in her black woman bag all the time.
No, but it's
Stay in
true.
it.
It's true. It's true. A lot of
I
those
had
pre-existing
2
conditions get overlooked.
I had 2 Caucasian doctors literally just look at me and tell me, you have to get a hysterectomy. I'm sorry. And then when I finally went to, shout out to my Mandii hospital in Brooklyn, they recommended me to a specialist. She specializes in fibroids. Her name is Dr. Thomasina Ellison. She's been doing this for 30 years.
Wow.
Yep.
And she is not only a black woman, she is a proud AKA. Shout out to the AKAs, Alpha Kappa Alpha.
Shout out to them. A lot of my
Sorority.
friends are AKAs.
Like, honestly, I've never seen her without her para. So I have to shout out the AKAs because you guys have a phenomenal soror riding for you. But yeah, she did the surgery and found 80 fibroids. 80. So imagine 80 tumors inside of a 5'3", 132-pound person. 80 tumors.
That's crazy.
And she saw me the next day in the hospital. She came up to me. She was like, "You won the prize." I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, "Yeah, I found 80 fibroids. We removed 80 fibroids. In all my 30 years of doing this, that was the most I've ever removed from a person without having to do a hysterectomy." My assistant, the resident told her anybody else would have automatically went and did a hysterectomy. And she said, the reason why I made sure I didn't do it, it's because we have to look out for each other.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
That's what she said.
Yeah.
We have to look out for each other because nobody else is going to do it. So that's why I'm saying right now, all my Black women, because it's predominantly found within us, go find you a Black woman doctor.
I agree.
Please, if you have this issue, endometriosis, anything involving your reproductive organs with issues, go find you a Black woman doctor because she will understand and fight for you.
And they're out here.
Because that's who fought for me. Because I had, like I said, I had 2 other doctors that I was a regular patient before even looking and seeing how many fibroids I had, told me I have to get a hysterectomy. That's it for you having any more children. And hysterectomy also means you have to go through menopause. Imagine going through menopause at age 32, 33. That's crazy. Yeah. Go find you a female doctor. If y'all want to, if any women want to hit me up in the DM to get any information, I'm going to start doing vlogging as well about this whole journey that I'm on. Please, please follow, like, share with whomever you think that needs this information needs to be shared with. One more thing I'm going to add. Your body is aligned with your mind, aligned with your spirit. I know I talk about chakras and all that other stuff. Please take care of your mind and your spirit because it is directly connected. I do feel that fibroids is ancestral predisposition. Whatever we went through back 400 years ago, after them slave ships dropped us off, and after a lot of trauma went on with our ancestors, dealing with rape and boring children that weren't ours. I really
and also
do believe,
being experimented on.
And being experimented on. I really do believe our uteruses, as generations passed, automatically put up defenses.
Yep. It's trauma response.
It's trauma response. So that's why it's really, really important for you to take care of your mind, body, and spirit all as one. Stress develops in many different ways in our bodies. And I really do believe stress for Black women develops all right here. That's why I said the sacral chakra, study up on that. Make sure you're taking care of that. Make sure you're taking care of yourself spirit-wise. You can't just be like, okay, I'm going to eat healthy and go vegan and all that stuff and then be sad as fuck.
Right.
It don't work that way.
Also, there's a lot of women that I've spoken to that are just, scared at what the results are going to be when they do go to the doctor. And so to me, it's important to catch it early on. Like I said, I know that when something isn't right, we automatically get on the Googles and start seeing all these deadly things that we could and it just scares us as well from going to the doctor. But also there are a lot of things for if you do not have health insurance. My friend just went through the mammogram, the biopsy, and is now possibly going through another program that is helping her get all of this done for free. She's in Atlanta. She's gotten all of this within 2 to 3 weeks of filling the lump. So just also know there's a ton of programs out there. As adults, don't think that you're too young to be going through this either. I think a lot of us think that this is stuff that happens to older women. Again, it's happening in your early, mid-20s,
The first sign of my fibroids was when I was 21.
Yeah.
Oof. They saw it. They weren't that big, but they told me at 21 when I was pregnant with my daughter that you have them there. And they grew with her while I was pregnant, and I was put on bed rest maybe like 4 months before she was born.
Damn.
So this has been plaguing my life for at least 13 years. So I highly suggest If you have fibroids, please go see a doctor. If you have fibroids, reconsider your stress mechanisms. If you have fibroids, it's supposed to be a wake-up call for you to do better in terms of your health. Yeah. I shouldn't be here right now.
But you are. And we're so happy.
I shouldn't be here right now.
We're so happy. Don't doubt that's a lot that you experienced.
No, I say it. Yeah. I don't say it because I'm a happy motherfucking bitch.
Okay,
but
bitch.
I say
I'm
it
like,
because, like,
all right.
Sometimes you need that wake up call,
right?
To be like, yo, enjoy life, be present, and be in the moment at all times.
All right, this is why I said we need a little happy intro moving song to the next. Yes, but no. Again, just proud of you. Again, really I hope that like the ladies listening definitely take heed. Go get your yearlies. We're wrapping up the year. This is when you got to get your everything right. Your titties and your coochie. Get it. I'm sorry. I just really like the word coochie. Here we go. That's a good transition. All right, y'all. Let's get in a little brighter mood. This is the jump off right here, man.
Hey. Whoa. Whoa.
We needed this energy shift.
We did. Been back for a minute. Well, you was gone for a week, bitch. You was. Yeah. And they missed you. Again, glad to have you back.
We did too. Everybody did.
I know. I know while we're talking about just things that women go through, I did want to go to the twister. Look at Liz.
Somebody
she didn't even know what happened. So I want to know
what happened.
I'll fill you in.
I don't participate on.
I know, and you know, I be all in the blog.
Yo, I got 3 new invites just this weekend.
Wait, for Clubhouse. What? Oh, the Chitty Chat House.
I did. I got 3 new invites.
You better sell them things.
You know what I mean?
Like, if y'all don't leave me alone, I'm not. I want no parts. They will update me. These two keep me posted on all the
facts. Because Liv, every time I either go in a room or I see a trending topic, I see Liv's opinion. I see Liv in there. Me and Liv on the same page.
Yeah, I be sneaky. I don't go on the stage too much. I be sneaky.
Can you go into a chat room though without somebody knowing?
Yeah, like, but not me no more. Like, they bring me up on stage every fucking room I go into.
Girl, I be love to talk. I
do, but sometimes I just want to listen, bitch. Goddamn,
you a damn lie.
You right, bitch. You don't listen to me.
I was slag, Craig. You ain't guessing.
I was quiet in the coldest winter ever room. I was just listening to the vibes on midnight and the book.
I enjoyed that room.
So there's actually book clubs now.
I know, but there's gonna be a sequel to.
That's why they started.
I pre-ordered my book.
I need to get mine. It's about midnight, right?
Amazon.
Yeah, I need to get my pre-order.
No. It's
not
about winter.
It's not about midnight.
It's after.
It's
the full
now.
story. Oh, I can't wait.
It's present day winter.
Again, fellas, I know it's quarantine. Or ladies, if you haven't yet, I don't know what our demo is yet. If you have not read The Coldest Winter Ever, it is one of the best books by Sister Souljah.
Best.
And look at us dropping gems on book reads and shit. Ooh. Anyway, let me fill y'all up on what Twista did. He decided to drop a meme on social media that had Gabby Sidibe, I believe is how you say her name. She was the actor. Sidibe. She was the actor. She was Precious in the movie Precious, and she was side by side next to Bernice Burgos, which we all know who Bernice is. And pretty much, so here's what is above Gabby's picture. 401k, makes $30 an hour, owns a house, owns a car, no kids, and then here goes Bernice. No job, stays on a couch. No car, 12,000 followers, 3 kids, 3 baby daddies. Who y'all choosing and don't lie? And I did go into the comments on this.
1 pillow, no sheets.
That's pretty much.
Night, bitch.
Memory foam. No headboard.
Like, literally, all the bad things about a woman. And I'm not gonna lie, went through the comments and it was literally people disgustingly choosing all of these negative things and choosing Bernice over Gabby. And it kind of goes to say what I brought up maybe in episode 1 or 2 about how literally they make it seem like a woman with weight.
Gabby also has a fiance.
I was about to say, just hold on, say it.
I mean, Gabby has a whole fiance. Gabby got a whole man that loves the dog shit out of her. Loves her down to her dirty drawers. It's her best friend. So fuck what you heard. Because that's fucked up. I'm also tired of the side by sides with black women.
Same.
And I hate that keeps happening with men. Just stop. Just fucking stop.
I have nothing to say on this. It's trash.
It's just gross. Twista's gross. And Twista looks like Rocksteady from the Ninja Turtles.
I was gonna
say shit.
Wait,
that makes me more upset. Looking like Rocksteady and you got comments. And Gabby over here with a whole husband. Fuck out of here, Twister. Fucking trash bag.
No, it's look, and I look, we over here looking at Gabby.
They are
with her
so
man.
happy and
they're
in love.
so happy and in love. And you know what's crazy? Yeah, there ain't no ring on Bernice's finger. And so we're literally comparing someone who has been chosen by a man. And you're sitting here literally just dragging this woman
and you
for
trying
Phil.
to discredit. And also be clear, and that's no shade to Bernice because Bernice is a grandmother. So it's not to shade either one of these women for what they have and what they don't have. What makes me sick is the fact that the physical appearance of these women is really what people are paying attention to and not the credentials.
Fuck that. What makes me sick is why we don't do this side by side. Put Twister side by side to somebody. Can we see what Twister look like right now?
I don't even want that picture in my camera roll.
I don't want to see that anywhere. No, thank you.
No thanks.
So it be the men like Twister though that normally do this to women. Like, nigga, do you see what you don't even have a 6-pack. You not the best in shape.
Rock, I'm telling you.
And to sit here and do that to black women, look at
Bebop and Rocksteady.
If you don't know who Rocksteady is, you're too young for this show.
I'm weak.
Bugging. Get out of here. No.
I'm weak. Well, okay, y'all don't want to spend time on Twister. I get it.
No.
What else did y'all come across this week? Because y'all know I got all the gossipy shit. Let's.
Well, I'm really happy that the Grammys apologized to Tiffany Haddish for asking her.
That was cute or whatever.
It was cute or whatever.
Was it?
I'm happy they did that. Well, they asked her to host the Grammys virtually for free.
So I know they did that. I'm saying I don't think it's cute. I don't think the apology is cute.
No, I'm happy there needed to be an apology.
Yeah, but there needs to be a firing. Who the hell offered her free?
Correct.
And so for you to just come out, for you to just come out to me and just issue an apology, to me that's more PR. More than really
but I agree with you. The apology needs to be as loud as the disrespect. I do appreciate the fact that I agree they should fire somebody.
They should fire somebody. I do want to say too.
It's not going to happen.
For those of y'all, I ended up actually doing my Googles for this. So the average cost, I did. The average cost that guests for the Grammys normally make is $5,000. However, James Corden reportedly charged as much as $20,000 to do the job. Mm-hmm. I'm glad that you actually brought this up because they pretty much shopped it to Tiffany as exposure, as if everyone does not know who the fuck Tiffany Haddish is now. But one of the conversations, Liv, I know that we had early on with Getting to Know You was the disrespect and how Black women get offered so much less than not only Black men in this industry, but like men as a whole. Like, so I know that, and again, I don't want to make this a race or gender thing.
I'll make it a race thing.
Okay.
It's a race thing.
It's a race thing.
It's
y'all
completely
always
a
want
fucking
Black
race thing.
women to choose violence.
Right.
Y'all want us to choose violence every single time. No, just getting back to the Grammys thing, it's like, okay, y'all snubbed any Black woman that can possibly be in that R&B category.
Yep.
And to then ask another Black woman to host for free.
Free.
You want me to choose
violence? Hold on. In a pandemic.
In a panorama.
But it's also in a
panini.
In a panini.
A grilled one.
Yeah.
Panama Canal.
We missed you so much.
Right? How many other words can we get for this?
Much.
For the panorama. That's what we are in, goddammit.
No, it's in a paraphrase. It's just in a paragraph. In a parentheses. We are in a goddamn parentheses. No, I mean, it's beyond insulting at this point. The fact that this has been the standard that's set and this is what we're supposed to expect every time is so fucked up. It's just fucked up.
I'm actually glad that she declined the offer.
Oh, of course she declined the offer.
She better have.
There is not one single woman I know, black or white, that would have taken that for free.
We would have chose violence against her if she did.
Correct.
Oh.
And
I don't think we would have known if she got it if she didn't get paid though.
We would have found out.
The part that really upsets me, I think even beyond the asking for free, it was somebody who reached out to her online. I believe it was somebody that DM'd. I thought it was somebody that DM'd her. Like someone reached out to her or first of all,
y'all so ghetto.
First of all, there's protocol, okay? If you're at Tiffany Haddish's level, you should never fix yourself to reach out to her directly. Why did you not find her representation? Why are you not reaching out to her manager, to her agent?
I mean, or even on the Chitty Chat House, because I've actually got to share a couple stages with her. And she is so open about everything, which I think you're right. I think eventually we would have heard.
But you know what? But you know what the problem is? People take the kindness of black women for familiarity. Don't fucking confuse familiarity with access. You're out of your fucking mind. You're out of your mind. Stop thinking that these celebrities owe you some shit because they'll be cordial with you. Just because somebody's cordial with you doesn't mean they know you personally. Don't get comfortable. I used to hate that shit when we would talk about Barack Obama. People would refer to him as Barack. He's not your friend.
Right.
He's the president of the fucking United States.
I look like your little friend.
That part.
He is not your friend. You don't hear nobody on Fox News talking about Donald. You don't hear no one call that man Donald.
Right.
The president said, right. And then the minute it's Barack Obama, it's, Barack.
Barack.
That's not, you don't play pickup games with him on Sunday. Get the fuck out of here with that comfort level.
I don't know if you've ever experienced this. Either one of you, but people will do business inquiries in the DM. And then when you tell them, hey, here's my email address.
My email.
Da, 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 da,
I do that all the time.
They still don't respect it?
I do that all the time.
Oh, well, to me, that's how I weed out if you're serious or not.
Right. Same.
Like, to me, as soon as you reach out to my email, I'm going to send you to someone to talk to,
right,
whatever, or my email. And if I don't hear a follow-up in the email, then I automatically don't. But I did want to say it's crazy because I've been in a place where there was bookings of multiple influencers, podcasters, and yeah, unfortunately, they don't want you to share what the rate is, but there's definitely people being offered different rates dependent upon not even necessarily qualifications. But yeah, this is what we gon'. I don't want to say men and women, but there's definitely a clear distinction.
That's happened to me several times where I'll get asked to do something and at the last minute, there's a couple issues that I have with that. Number one, obviously, I wasn't your first choice because you wouldn't have asked me the day before or 2 days before to perform somewhere that's where I have to travel. That's number one. So I wasn't your first choice, and you're lowballing me on a rate, knowing good and well that there's a good possibility I'm going to be inconvenienced by the fact that this is a request at the last minute. So there's no further compensation beyond that. Don't bother. Just don't bother. I'm just telling y'all now. Just don't bother. Don't bother. And also, when you reach out to an artist, like I'm a person that responds to DMs and messages. So when somebody hits me up about an opportunity, I immediately direct them. Unless it's somebody that knows me personally,
right? No,
I'm immediately directing you to my manager. Like I'm not even playing games with that. The fact that somebody really reached out to Tiffany Haddish and didn't.
It's wild. Me and Mandii had a conversation.
Please share this story because this was classic, and we won't say names.
It was wild. So I got hit up one time to DJ a charity event, and originally was text because I actually have a relationship with them. It was text like, "Hey, are you available? Blah 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 blah. This is the date." And it could be a tax write-off because we're raising money for the kids.
Right.
For them kids.
For the kids. So maybe like a couple months later, they're like, okay, well, going back and forth with my manager at the time. Well, okay, well, we have a budget. This is the budget. It's let me say $1,500. Okay, cool. You'll be DJing from 6 to 8, yada yada yada, so on and so forth, and we have like performances afterwards, yada yada yada. So I'm like, okay. A few, maybe like 2-3 days before the actual charity event, an email gets CC'd to my manager mistakenly. The email had a rundown of everybody's pay rate.
Bitch. That's God. Okay,
right.
That's God. That's like when somebody screenshots a conversation
and sends it to you, and you wasn't supposed to be the recipient. That's what happened.
God.
But hold on.
I don't like ugly.
But when keep going. You gotta say the fucking difference.
I was getting paid for 2 hours of DJing, $1,500 at this charity event. The headliner DJ was DJing for 45 minutes and getting paid $20,000.
Well, time to pack it up.
Listen, do you hear that?
I'm gonna give you 3 songs for $1,500.
The performer performed about 3-4 songs
No.
was getting paid $50,000.
No.
Do you hear this?
And
No.
those prices were both their charity event rates.
When
That
she
was a
told me
big-
this,
that
I
was
was
a
mad.
charity
When she told me this, I was mad.
50 racks for a charity event.
But want to throw her, mind you, she's doing longer hour sets. Like when we were talking about this and who the people were, I was just like, you've got to be fucking kidding me.
No, I hate that.
You've got to be fucking kidding me.
But we do have different rates for different things. So if the fact that $20,000 for a different DJ is the acceptable rate, and then
But the fact that they come at her like, well, this is our budget,
$1,500?
as if they're also not spending money
No.
because it's a charity event.
No.
And then this is
like I said, and that's why I included it. Originally, when I got the text about it,
Yep.
they said tax write-off.
right.
Then
Okay.
they got a budget, and then it's like $1,200, and then everybody else is getting racks on racks on racks.
Racks on racks. Yeah, that's what they got.
Like making it rain with the kids.
Fuck them kids.
Because
Fuck
the
them
kids
kids.
got
That's
a
really
good
how I feel.
At that
meal
point,
and
fuck them
change
kids.
that night. The kids got
Yeah,
a
it's a
good meal and
charity
change.
event.
I got a kid at home.
It's
Let
a
me get a
charity
couple
event.
racks too for my
I know
kid.
that's right. Shit.
That's
But yeah, that was a
disrespectful.
big learning lesson for me. Like, respect your craft, respect who you are, because these people will fucking try black women. Because
Yeah,
I
every
was the
time.
only black
Every
woman
time.
performer
Every
on that
time.
whole bill.
I will say too now, specifically to the black women listening, if you're in the creative space or if you are an influencer or if you have even just a product or whatever the case may be, that's the thing. Unfortunately, right now, we're what's in. We're cool.
Right.
So there's so many brands now that literally are having specific campaigns to feature black influencers and black women.
Reverse privilege.
Keep your
Reverse
motherfucking
privilege.
rates. I had a sex toy company want to work with me. They decided to counter my rate and cut it by 1/3. I said, oh nah. I'm good. I don't need the look. And I think that going back even to the Grammys, the Grammys felt like they were a look for Tiffany. And Tiffany was like, I'm good on this exposure and this look or being tied to a brand. Listen,
Talking about look.
these looks don't pay these bills, I'll tell you that.
Look, you skunt. And I guess like I've seen comments like, you guys are always talking about black women, this and that, and so, like how hard it is being a black woman. Listen, it's so normal that I guess most black women that y'all do interact with don't bring it up. You know
That
what I'm saying?
part.
Like the
We
same
get
way
told
we
we're
talk
being
about-
dramatic.
Yeah, the same way we talk
And
about
we're
our
supposed to
health
be grateful.
issues, and we're being dramatic in terms of our pain. There's a lot of things that black women deal with on a regular basis that we don't even bring up because it's like it's gonna go over deaf ears.
That's why the problem is we just bring up how y'all niggas ain't shit and y'all really hate us. We ain't got no problem bringing up you
I
niggas
mean,
with your ain't shit asses.
If any black men feel like this is singularly a black woman problem, remember how the Oscars came at Kevin Hart over some shit on Twitter from fucking 12 years ago that he already apologized for. Keep that in mind, okay? Y'all are not exempt either.
Mother cat back blue.
Just saying.
One pillow. No rent.
No headboard. All right, what else we got, man? You got anything, Liv, that you kind of like this week?
I've been in
Recovery
in bed.
mode.
Look,
Recovery mode.
in bed in the chatty house.
Wait, so everybody's talking about the vaccine, though. The vaccine is supposed to hit New York tomorrow.
So listen, I was really like, yo, I'm gonna take that vaccine. I was gonna wait one time because I don't even get the iPhone right off rip, right? But I did read that.
First of all, we just compare a vaccine to an iPhone.
I did, like, you got the bugs. You, gotta get the bugs
said,
out.
like flu shot. You said the iPhone.
The iPhone, you gotta get the bugs out. But like somebody, don't do this.
Don't
Why
take the first round, y'all. It's gonna be spooky in these streets.
That's what. Oh shit! We turned into zombies. Hold on. I think this bitch just played Thriller. So you know what?
Resident Evil.
I will
18.
say. I'm very much into, like, my agent just called me this week and he was just like trying to hey, would y'all be open at the end of the year to start these tour schedules and getting touring? Like, so the idea that I know that this vaccine being out is going to attempt to start getting us back to normalization. I do feel like, too, we won't be able to travel to certain countries without it. The same way, bitch, when I was going to Nigeria, a bitch was like, yellow fever? Yeah, that's the thing I need. Go ahead and shoot it up, man.
Facts.
So the fact that I willingly got the fucking yellow fever shot because I wouldn't be let into a country, it didn't stop me from getting that vaccine, not knowing shit about yellow fever. Bitch, I ain't grow up... What the fuck is a yellow fever?
I don't know.
I like yellow. What type of yellow? I don't know.
I am yellow. I am
You know what I mean? They done call me red, bitch. I ain't never get yellow. I'm red bone, baby. We from the South. We call it red. But nah, I do feel like I will get it eventually just because I'm just like, listen, bitch, I done did drugs and took pictures with tigers that was drugged up, and I done been traveled across the country. I did.
You need a what the
Carol
fuck?
Baskin, what is going on?
Nah, so I went to Thailand and people was like, you're just gonna take pictures with those drugged up tigers. And mind you, that
Why were they drugged up?
because bitch, how else you
Girl,
taking
they're
pictures with tigers? And so like people were like, I can't believe
You think you just show up and they like,
And they
hey,
just
girl,
lay
what's
down?
up? Let's pose.
Yes.
no bitch.
No, ma'am.
So
Sing Eye of the Tiger together.
That's not no. So clearly they're
not a
drugged.
thing.
But so people were like, how dare you take pictures with these tigers? And I was like, bitch, I take pictures with my friends when they're on drugs. I mean, I don't think it's much of a difference, but whatever.
Your friends
they
are
be
tigers.
drugged the fuck up, bitch. My friends be gone like the little dog. Y'all saw the little dog?
That poor dog.
That ate the
that's
edible.
so bad.
The whole video, that dog was like,
I saw an update video. He's all right.
He
He's
all right.
doing okay.
Wait,
He's just embarrassed.
So are y'all?
he's just embarrassed.
Are
You
y'all
can get
taking the
dogs
vaccine?
outside. I think I am. I was a little hesitant. First of all, it's not going to be available to us. Let's
Hell
start
no,
there.
for a long time.
For the first wave is really for the essential workers and old people and then rich people. So I'm not in.
Oh, bitch, I be telling people I'm essential. We not essential? Okay, never mind. All right.
I don't want to be essential in this situation.
I don't either.
Oh,
I got a lot going on in my health.
No.
I let me get a little break.
Right.
You right. Nah, but
My health is essential. I don't know.
I'm gonna turn into a whole zombie if I take that shit now.
yeah, first doses of COVID-19 vaccine have already been given to workers in Queens.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm interested to see what goes on. I think that look, she don't care. She said we gonna be. You know
Jamaica
what?
was good.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Astoria. Ridgewood.
All right.
St. Albans.
Don't do that, bitch. We in Queens. That's not.
Forest Hills. Steinway.
Steinway looking crazy right now. Hey.
I hate y'all.
Queensbridge Projects was good.
All right.
Nah, man.
I don't think I'm gonna do it. I don't think I'm gonna do it right away. Obviously we'll wait. But
Yeah, I think we should wait, but I'm ready for the world to kind of go back to a little bit of normalcy.
Ain't no going back to normal.
No, it's not. But also-
big.
I mean, I'm cool with the mask wearing and the hand sanitizer, but I do kind of want the clubs and the parties and the events where we can
Go
be
to
around our
Atlanta.
friends. No,
Go
because
outside.
Y'all are stopping me from going to Atlanta.
outside. Go outside.
Where?
Atlanta is outside.
Oh, outside. You right. That's what we call in Atlanta now.
Yeah.
Just go visit outside.
Just go outside. That's what it should be called.
Outside music.
Outside. Meanwhile, right, as New York City is shut down for all
the
indoor
way down.
dining. Again.
God, we always get shut down.
It's like y'all are bringing the vaccine to the city, but we
part.
getting shut down again. Like,
I'm preparing myself for this shutdown, actually.
are you?
Yeah, I'm moving.
You're moving.
I'm moving.
You are moving.
Yo, I'm getting out the Bronx. Blah, blah, blah. BX. Blah. Not
The fact on cue.
with the gunshots. That was very. Blah, 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 blah. No, so I've been in.
Okay, I'm relocating.
So I've been in the Bronx for 8 years.
Wow.
I've lived in my apartment for over 4. So yeah, I'm
And don't let
moving.
Mandii fool y'all. Mandii has been stacking. Mandii got money in the bank. Mandii got money under the mattress. Mandii
Chill, don't be
Mandii
letting them
has
know
been.
that.
Yeah, Mandii is my rich friend.
Don't be letting them know that. No, listen, I actually have Christmas gifts for both of you.
I got Christmas gifts for y'all
Yes.
too.
Oh, I'm glad because I'm not gonna lie.
I love you know.
Okay, so
the next 2 weeks I'm coming in with Christmas attire. I toned it down for y'all today.
I have both of y'all's Christmas gifts. So maybe we'll open gifts on the pod next week.
Yes, let's do it.
But so we're getting on lockdown. So I got me a new place, floor to ceiling windows. Y'all, it's crazy because I'm from the South and I'm like, bitch, I got a washer and dryer. Like,
that's the thing. No. In New York City, that's an amenity.
That's an amenity. The heightness of that. And then an elevator in my building. Ooh.
That's an amenity.
That too.
That is also an amenity in New York City. You bugging out.
And a washer, a dishwasher, bitch, and an outdoor balcony. These are all like.
When I moved to LA and I had a dishwasher, I cried. You don't understand.
Know that life.
You don't
we
like
didn't grow
New
up with
Yorkers.
that.
No, because the other thing is too, the two cleanest places in your apartment in New York City are where? Live. Tell us.
Your kitchen and your bathroom.
Amen and amen. So there's never dishes in the sink. You cannot leave dishes in the sink. You can't leave nothing.
Oh, is that why my nigga be mad when he come to my house and there's dishes? Bitch, I feel like my nigga's now like my dad. Like, I be like, ooh, dad's coming over. Can't have a dish in the sink.
So weird.
Because as soon as he walks in and he's, he towers over me, he'll give me a hug and I just know he's looking into the kitchen. What? I mean, we talked about it. Like, niggas don't like bitches that have dirty apartments either. So, like, I've noticed that, damn, maybe I'm not the cleanest. So now I'll be like, oh shit, nigga coming over, let me clean up the fucking apartment.
No, see.
Oh, don't let that nigga come like 3 days without coming to the apartment. I'd be like
clean.
A tornado.
I'm just messy. Like, we're women, so I have clothes everywhere. Like,
but I want to throw out all my clothes because
I do too.
That part.
It's the clothes that.
But we talk about men being like these filthy, dirty creatures. Bitch, we ain't the cleanest all the time, especially when we live on our own or we don't have, you know what I mean?
I'm
like
unorganized, everything. But my shit is this, right? I'm chaotic. I live in chaos, but I know where my shit is.
I know where everything's at.
I know where my shit is. It's like if you don't ask me for something because the directions you're going to get will fuck you up. I'll be like, yeah, so you know that pile in the corner? There's 3 stackable containers.
And I know there's a lot of black
in the second container
shirts in there, but get this one.
Bypass the handicap boot that's in there because I broke my foot last year. So
a year ago,
I still have
still
my
there.
boot. Just in case a bitch happens to be, on brand and clumsy again in 2020, because that's what 2020 is giving anyway. Just go to the left of the boot and then you'll find it under 3 stacks of sweatpants. Like, I know where my shit is.
We know where shit is.
We know where shit is.
I'm not gonna lie, that's why like even when I did have a cleaner, a house cleaner, clean everything but my fucking room because I need to know where shit is. And it's still gonna be a mess when you leave. But I need to know where everything's at. And when you have a cleaner come in, they put shit and then you can't find it. That's the worst. I ain't got no kids. Nobody that lives with me.
Except
and when
Bodie.
I can't,
Bodie is a kid.
Bodie bad as fuck.
Bodie is a kid. Your cat is a fucking terror. Are you gonna be able to have your cat in your new place?
Yeah, New York, because half of New York moved out because of the panorama. They just
shout out to y'all that didn't belong here anyway.
Thank you, because y'all got me 6 months free on my new lease.
Amen.
Nigga.
Amen. Look at God.
Look at God.
Yes.
Anyway, yes. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into. I guess we actually got music this week.
Woo! We got some good shit this week. It's time for our freshly squeezed playlist brought to you by Audio Mac.
Audio Mac.
I'm so glad that you're back. God damn it! I needed my background. I needed my harmonies. I almost called her my, but she's not though. She's really we over here. We Marvin and Tammy right now.
Yeah.
Come on.
We Marvin and Tammy.
Like Sweet Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
A yabba dabba do.
I am young. I don't be knowing a lot of the shit that y'all
we know.
Get it, bitch.
We know.
And I'm not even that much. Is it a Florida thing? Is it a southern thing, not an age
it's
thing?
a thing.
It's a youth
Oh
thing.
shit!
It's
All
a
right.
youth thing. Because I knew about Marvin and Tammy in my childhood, but that's also my parents. Like
my mama
parents,
named Tammy.
I believe that. I believe that. Tammy is definitely the name of a white woman who
has black kids,
who can cook, fight, and has black kids.
Damn, it is, and she got the little
Tammy. She got the haircut.
The haircut. She got the haircut.
Shout out to Tammy. Shout out to Tammy being, you know what I'm saying, being solid, holding it down for the white mama.
Anyways,
black babies.
Look,
we see you, Tammy.
We not the gunshot from my mom. Can we? All right, y'all.
Bus shop, Tammy.
All right, shout out to the 2 white people in the room too. I'm sure my mom shouts you guys out. But no. I guess, what we starting with? We got a lot of R&B this week, right?
We do have a lot of R&B. But you know what? It's a good week for R&B because the weather in New York City about to be trash.
We have snow the next 2 days.
Snow and rain and everything else. So you're going to be snowed in. Listen to these fire-ass R&B vibes that we got.
Go buy my toilet paper.
Yeah. and paper towels because shit about to be.
So the lines are already starting.
Yeah.
So for y'all listening to us that live in like different areas, different states, cities, because it's all based on we literally have to stand in line to get in the store. So Whole Foods on 86th Street already got the line outside.
Whole Foods and Trader Joe's always got the line.
In the summertime, it was kind of like walk right in. Now, no, the line's starting again.
Amazon Fresh.
Oh, I do got to get on that. I'm going to get on that wave.
I refuse.
I be going to Fairway. Fairway's still open, so I be going to
I can't even do all of that. Amazon Fresh.
Yeah, Instacart will hold it down for sure. For sure, they'll hold it down. But yeah, we got some good joints for y'all on this week's
I guess I'll start. Ye Ali, shout out to Ye Ali.
Yes,
He dropped Private Suite 3. Also for the ladies, he is very easy on the eyes. If y'all want to follow Sir Ye Ali,
he got good skin too.
He really does.
I've never seen him.
No, you've never seen it. Can we go to Ye Ali's?
I've never
let's go ahead. Okay, that's not him.
Not Ye Ali.
All right, Screen Man, wrong nigga pulled up.
No, he already had that up.
Look how cute.
But he just a little beautiful little thing. Yes,
he's a little short for me, but
Yeah, so he's one of those, exceptions will be made. He fine.
Well, both of y'all are below 5'5".
Don't do me.
That's
Don't
great.
do me.
That's
really
why I
great.
can't.
Don't do me. Yeah,
I can't.
Cute.
I'm 5'8" with no heels on. Baby.
He cute.
I can't.
But he dropped again Private Suite 3.
Yes.
Cute.
If you're into he's actually a producer, but also an artist.
Mm-hmm.
He does more of writing. So
and a writer.
Chris Brown.
Yeah,
he does a lot of writing, a lot of production for Chris Brown. But I want to play this song called Still. I just really like it. So we will go ahead and start there for this week.
We still toxic, huh?
Definitely a toxic nigga, I'm sure.
Okay.
Oh, has to be.
I think I really like when just a solo male and a solo. I think I've said this even with Sabrina Claudio and Black. I love back and forth between men and women.
The call and answer.
I just love it. So shout out. So this is
Marvin and Tammy.
Marvin and Tammy.
Oh. You're definitely Marvin because your voice is
Marvin.
deeper.
I'm 100% Marvin.
As long as we know. So this is featuring Alan. I'm not familiar with her, but she sounds beautiful on this record.
Yeah, it's a sexy record.
Yeah, I can't hit that.
This is good sex music. I can't hit that either.
You can't hit that either? Is
That's too high for me.
Oh, it's high.
I don't have a falsetto like that.
So that's Ye Ali from Private Suite 3. So yeah, there we go.
That's cute.
It's cute. But he has a lot of sex records. And y'all know I give y'all sex, and my other song this week is sex. So I didn't want to give you too much sex from me.
Well, yeah.
But that album, if you're looking, y'all know I think I say this every week. I love a good either vibe and smoke or sex and fuck playlist. And he has a lot of joints on this album that fit for both. Like where it doesn't, for the niggas listening and a girl come over, he has those mixed betweens. Like he actually raps a lot of his verses too. So it's not all R&B, but it's like a good little vibe, a good little smoke vibe, a good little chill vibe. If you don't want to, have TV playing and just play some music and candles lit.
Yeah.
Blunts rolling. You feel me? Blunts rolling.
I like a little blunts rolling.
What about y'all? What y'all got this week?
Oh, what you got, Liv?
What I got, I have nothing new.
Okay.
Nothing new. Okay.
I have nothing.
Well, you didn't like anything new this week?
I didn't bother to listen.
Okay.
I was just in my feelings.
No, I feel you.
About stuff.
She said this whole week I did what I wanted to do.
I just did what I wanted to do. So my pick for this week is actually Shades by Diddy Dirty Money. Because December 14th, the day we're recording, which is today, is the 10-year anniversary.
I feel old.
Of Last Train to motherfucking Paris.
Shout out to James Fauntleroy for writing the fuck out of these records. Okay?
What?
Love you.
What?
Love you.
Like, Diddy was ahead of his time with this album. It is such an R&B hip hop fusion classic, and if you really think about it, it set the tone for a lot of other artists like Bryson Tiller.
Indeed.
And like a lot of those kind of artists that do that whole fusion of hip hop and R&B, but with kind of like a futuristic vibe to it. So I mean, it's that Dirty Money So my pick is Shades. Hold on one second.
Can't see past mine.
Yeah.
You can't see past mine.
And you know, I apparently, Joe said
You're
I
don't say nothing.
familiar.
Just
Don't say anything.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not.
Don't say nothing.
I'm gonna vibe.
You just gotta.
I'm gonna vibe.
Yeah, and D Mile produced this, by the way.
Okay.
D-Mile.
D Mile produced this.
Yes. They are. Ready. I think I love her already.
I know that's right.
She must be the one.
Eyes and see the sun. Ain't it crazy? This spoken word that Wayne is giving.
I like it.
Over
and over till the cops pull her over.
And then she say some real shit like, I'm on my way easy, baby. I know I got a lot of baggage.
All right.
You really never heard this album.
The fact that you never heard this.
All right. We're not going to judge me
Baby
right
girl,
now.
It's your homework
Yes, it
tonight.
is.
To just,
I will.
No skips.
Okay.
There
Damn,
are
y'all coming for me. Y'all just sing and dance.
Skips on this album. In 2020, it still sounds that good and that new because like it didn't really age in terms of sound.
Okay.
So that's what makes this album just a complete classic. And then he got Justin Timberlake rapping on this, James Fauntleroy, Bilal made a little cameo. Like, Diddy took his time.
I'm listening to y'all talk about it. I
know.
can't wait to get into it 10 years later. I'm fucking late. I'm sorry.
He says,
I know.
even
Look,
take off
Liv
my
is looking at me like, bitch, I will jump over and.
You lucky I can't jump over this couch and fight you.
She's-
You know,
yeah.
I'm choosing violence for this album.
And
I will
rightfully so.
fight for this
Rightfully
album.
so. Rightfully so.
No, and you know, I'm sure it's good. I really liked making the band. So what?
Honey
No.
bunches of oats.
No.
Making the band.
That's how I met Dawn.
Giving too much neck to Quita.
Okay.
This is not.
ma'am.
This is not Dylan, and Dylan.
No.
It's not.
No.
You
All
bugging
right.
out now. You getting
no.
disrespectful. Just
I'm like, okay.
protect your jaws, my man.
I know. Apparently. I'm sorry, y'all. I mean, I just know. Okay, so what is this? They said that this is Diddy's what? Saddest album?
He actually said, and I'm curious as to what he meant by that. He said this was the album that broke his heart, and I don't know what that means.
I don't know either.
Did it
I'm
do
trying to think
numbers?
of time
Was it?
frame.
Oh yeah, no, this was a huge project.
So I'm
Swiss
trying to think
Beats.
how
Like,
would it have hurt?
You never even heard "Hello, Good Morning"? Like that was a huge
I
like.
just came up in it out of myself, then I kill it.
Then a hello, good morning.
Oh, it's Nikki. That's why you okay.
Oh yeah, you know I don't listen to her.
Ti, but Tip was on "Hello."
I
Good Morning.
know. Hello, good morning.
That was that album.
Hello,
It's that
good morning.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was that
but that
album.
was on the radio. So
So was Shades. Shades was also
the
on
song you
radio.
just played was maybe not in.
Yeah.
Not in. What year was this?
Is another one.
2010,
This was
10
10 years ago, bro.
anniversary.
Oh yeah, Miami. They wasn't playing that on the radio. I don't think. I lived in Miami at the time. I worked on South Beach.
Diddy was living in Miami.
but if it wasn't,
that you love me. Dun, dun, dun. So much boy.
I
ever
worked
heard
at
that?
So Be Live, which was the hip hop club on South Beach. They weren't playing that song.
And that is Hip Hop Anonymous.
Yeah,
Like,
but
it's
no,
hip-hop.
I get that, but like that's not a club joint.
Okay. We gotta move on. We gotta
No,
move
wait,
on.
was that a
You
club
went to
joint?
teen
No,
night.
it's not. It's not a club joint.
I
my
guess,
nigga.
She wants a club joint.
I mean, maybe that's the club joint when you walk in at 11 and get your free drinks. But no one is
ma'am.
catching that song.
ma'am.
Sis.
No,
It's not
ma'am.
being played at 2 a.m.
I know I'm 5 years older than you, but I don't know. Something happened in them 5 years that
Don't-
we live in total different worlds.
I don't even know what the fuck Sobe is, but remind me never to go there.
So Be Live, it was
Still
like
open.
right down the street from Dream, like back.
So be it. I am not going.
not So Be It. Well, it's actually closed now, so you can't
Yeah, I
go
was
there.
gonna say I don't want to go. I don't ever want to be there if they don't play that. So.
All right,
I'm
all
really
right.
trying to decipher why was that his like saddest era or something. I mean,
He needs to put out an album now because Cassie Pregnant Baby #2. We'll come back to that.
Yeah, we gotta
We'll
come back to
that.
Cassie,
We'll come back
bitch.
to that. But yeah, I'm ready for my
Last
picks.
Train to New York,
Ooh,
The final one.
yeah.
Final Destination,
The COVID trains in New York. Jesus.
stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Hey.
Call it
It's
that.
showtime.
The next stop is
Ron Kunkaba.
What you got for this week? Because I know you got some vibes.
Yes.
But wait, do y'all want to? Are y'all done with the last train to Paris? Did you Dirty Money?
I would like
Listen,
us to. The fact that she's never heard this makes me feel like we have to go through one or two songs.
I did.
Loving You No More. She doesn't even know Loving You No More. If you don't know Loving You No More, we gonna fight outside.
Oh, there's a song with Trey Songz. I liked it. Oh, Chris Brown. Drake.
She's trying to look for all the young people she can relate to. Girl, bye.
If you don't know this. And Dawn could sing her ass off. Dawn can still
Shout
sing
out
her
to
ass
Dawn
off.
Richard. Yes.
I like D Woods. She was a thick one.
You gotta shut up sometimes.
I'm sorry. I can't like D Woods. Damn. All right.
Loving you no more. I can't keep loving you no more.
Who is this featuring?
I love you more than I love myself. Drake.
Oh, okay.
You know Drake.
I know Drake.
Yeah, you know.
I know Drake.
You know that young man, right?
No more. I love you more than I love myself.
Hey.
I can't believe you haven't heard this. All right.
All right. This is not about me. This is about
I Hate That You Love Me. Do we have I Hate That You Love Me? Because that was played in the club.
That one was. Jesus.
That was triggering.
That was played in the
I Hate
club?
That You Love Me was triggering.
What
I
clubs
Hate That
was y'all in? Blue Martini?
No, we were at Lotus.
Bitch, what clubs were y'all in? Hookah bars. Lounges. Not the clubs.
All my 30s and unders that know of this album and appreciate it. I apologize on Mandi's behalf.
Facts. Are we living in vain? Are we living in vain or are we living in pain? I
want to see you happy and smile.
I do. I do want to see you happy and smile, Liv.
We go down. Love is in. Then it's out.
Bridget, what song you
like you recognize? Shit.
I can't believe that you've never heard this.
Work out. Let's love again.
Back in Brooklyn, where the future first began.
Let's start again. Can't be over.
Yeah, just make sure the camera's on them. Don't put it on me. Not for this one. Keep the camera off me.
You love me so much, boy. I hate that you love me so much, boy. I hate that you love me.
Right.
So much, boy.
Tammy and Marvin.
Marvin and Tammy.
There we go.
She can't even get the.
Tammy and who?
She said Tammy and Martin.
I said Marvin.
Tammy
and Martin.
Tammy and Martin.
I missed
Y'all
that
here?
episode. I don't know that episode. Gina left and then
there was Tammy. It wasn't Pam. It was Tammy.
It's the first season.
Oh shit!
Don't do me.
All right.
It was the pilot, bitch. The pilot.
Oh my
Before
God.
Gina. Before Gina.
Moving right along. There's this really dope young R&B artist named Journey, and she's a sweetheart. Shout out to Billy J. Billy J manages her. It used to manage me, and he found this girl, and I love her. She's a sweetheart. She's really talented, and she's from Cali, and she dropped a project called It's Not You, It's Me, which I love. And so my pick this week was a song that she I don't think it was the single. I think the single actually was Options, was a song called Options. Options came out first, but the song that I wanted to play is This and That, which I think is toxic relationship shit. We like to talk about sex and toxic relationships because they go hand in hand anyway.
They do.
Look, that's how relationships progress nowadays, I guess. That's why I read
The hell they do.
No.
I don't want that.
Me either.
That's why my ass is single.
So this is who by who?
This is Journey, and this is a song called This and That, and she's saying, if you can't pop your gun for me, then maybe you're not the one for me.
Wait,
which I
pop your,
love.
like
she chose violence.
Wait, she chose a goon?
She chose violence.
Oh, she wanted a drug dealer.
She wanted violence.
So I don't want this type of, if you can't pop a gun, we can't be in love? Is that
No,
what
it's like if you won't pop your gun for me, like if in your mind in a situation, if you want to bust your gun for me, you're not going, you know what I'm saying?
Whoa,
if you're not trying to Black
if you're not trying to Black Lives
streets,
Matter, if you're not choosing violence for me,
if you're not gonna be about this protest life,
It don't have to be. It don't have to be. It
I
don't
like
have to
that
be
we
violence.
turned it there because I was thinking drug dealers and scammers with a gun.
No, it don't have
ma'am.
to be violence on me. It's just you got to be willing to go the distance for me.
Man, just have them
can't pop
hands.
your
Just, like
gun
throw
for
them
me,
hands.
then
I
you
don't
not
like the
gonna
gun
do it for me.
violence. Bitch, we live in New York. My nigga can't carry it.
Oh my God.
I'm sick. I'm really sick of you.
I'm just saying, you better have them hands.
Journey's
Yeah.
very beautiful, by the way.
I'd fuck. Hell yeah.
She's beautiful. She's funny. She's talented. Really
She
sweet
is
girl.
nice. You be putting me on, girl. I be following, lusting, liking, mad pictures.
This is like little sis though, so you gotta chill out. She's
I
like
gotta
21,
chill.
22. She's little.
She's legal. Cool. Hey. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's
sorry.
okay.
She
It's
cute.
all right.
She cute.
She's very cute. I hate calling girls cute. She's a beautiful girl.
She's a beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful
Cute
woman.
is not good.
She's a young woman.
21.
I don't
That's
like to
why I
say
feel
young woman because then that makes me feel like an old woman. She's
No,
she's a
she's a
girl to me.
beautiful
She's
woman.
a beautiful woman. She's a beautiful girl.
Oh, and she plays instruments.
She writes. She writes her music.
I like the visuals for this. This is cute. Y'all really want niggas to pop guns for y'all? I just
It's
want
not saying it's not that I want you to do that. I want you to be willing to go to do it. Willing to go the distance for me.
There's a race war about to go on, so
Oh,
we
right.
got to get our gun licenses, y'all.
Yeah, but in New York we can't.
Can't carry here.
Well, you know what? We got to find another
But, like,
residence to
so,
carry
like,
them.
Really what she's just saying is like if you're not willing to go the distance, then you're not the one for me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but let me ask y'all. So I told y'all about Felon Bay that I used to date.
Yeah.
And I let them know up front, like, if you get locked up, I'm not a ride or die. That doesn't mean I didn't
let
like
a lot
him.
of niggas know that you can't even go to Applebee's with them. So.
But I'm just saying, like, so I just want to know, like,
Crazy.
y'all really want, like, what type of, I don't know. I'm listening to this and I'm just like,
I will fight for my black man.
I will too.
in what way?
fight for him.
100 way. And
Like if a woman come up while we eating dinner and is
No.
like, nigga, why you with this bitch? Blah, blah, blah. I'm not fighting another bitch for my nigga. So I just want to know to what
I am
extent.
too old to be dealing with somebody that possibly dates a woman that acts like that.
correct.
So that will never transpire.
Mm.
But even if it transpired, that is for him to handle. If you know this person,
Yeah.
handle her.
If you know her, yeah, I feel that way too. If you know her,
you
then-
believe that too?
Lifting a finger. The only
Yeah,
thing
the-
I should be lifting is for my spoon to continue to eat while you handle her.
I know that's right.
when women that you know,
Fix my
yeah.
do-rag.
When it
Okay,
comes
but you believe that, wait, if a man approaches the table, one of your exes, do you believe that he should handle that ex or do you handle that ex?
I'll handle that ex.
I will too. I also feel like it depends, right? Because I've been in situations where a woman, I see like a woman popping off or whatever, and I'm just a stranger though. A stranger, arbitrary individual.
Stranger danger.
Stranger danger, right? In a situation like that, or even been in a club is probably a better example. When you're out with your man or whatever, and a woman doesn't realize that y'all are together or whatever, and tries to approach or say something or whatever, and gets rude or gets aggressive or whatever. In moments like that, I feel like I gotta step in because I don't want my man having any sort of altercation with a strange woman. I'll handle that.
Right.
Somebody that he knows though, now you can talk to her.
I just
don't
want
wanna
to know
talk to her. You can
at
talk
what
to her.
point do if a woman like, or I'm listening to these lyrics and a woman like wants a nigga to like ride for them, in what ways do men ride for us? I get how we hold niggas down on a lot of different things.
Yeah, that's
but
what she's
how
saying.
does a man ride for us as women though? Like
I do a lot of shit.
A lot of things, but I mean, simple to keep it simple. Consistency, consideration.
Okay.
Think about me in every decision that you make throughout the day, because I do. Think about me in every decision, every major decision you have to make throughout the day. I need to be considered. That's a non-negotiable for me.
Okay.
That makes me feel safe. That makes me feel protected. I don't need you to provide for me in a sense. You got to pay all my bills, and all. I'm not one of those. I don't believe in that shit because I wasn't raised that way. I don't need a man to pay for shit for me, truthfully. But I mean, if you want to, cool. That's your prerogative. That's on you. I'm not asking for that. Chances are I will figure it the fuck out without you 9 times out of 10. So I don't need a man for that. I want to feel emotionally safe and protected in that way.
Okay.
Same.
Right.
I need to feel protected.
Yeah, I need to feel
at
safe
all times, and I need to feel like when we are not together, you're always, like Bridget said,
Consider me. You're always thinking of
considering
me.
and making sure you're making decisions that you know affects both of us.
Correct.
All right.
So you're gonna move like we're a unit.
Yeah.
You're gonna move like we're moving like a family.
You're going to move in my absence the same way as you do in my presence. Point blank, period.
I like that. I like
force
that.
to be reckoned with.
One
Black
bed.
power.
One bed.
One
One
sound.
sound.
One sound. One pillow. No headboard. Let the world go night night because we shining our light.
I know that's right. Go ahead and drop it for him 1 time, 2 times,
And
3
if that's
times.
if you ain't the one for me, then you're not the one for me. If you can't do that for me,
All right. I
you're
can
not willing
dig
to
it.
go the distance for me and stand up for me, protect me. Like I remember when Wiz Khalifa and Amber Rose were married, and I remember
Right.
it was not even married before they were married, and it was when Kanye dropped the album, My Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Yeezy taught me.
Right. And did all that, and it was super disrespectful to Amber Rose, even though it was subliminal. It wasn't really, he didn't say her name, but we all knew what time it was. You know what I'm saying? Like we all knew what the underlying, the undertone was for that project and what the inspiration was. And I loved how Wiz Khalifa went on a radio, I don't remember if it was Breakfast Club or Ebro in the Morning, went on one of the morning shows and said, "That's my queen. I exalt her before everybody else. I respect her. I love her, and everybody has to respect her the way I respect her. Period. I need a man that's going to do that for me.
Black man.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me give you a hand.
Yeah, like
I know
we love a black man that's going to stand up, that's going to stand
Right.
for his queen that way. I respect it. I love
That's
that.
how it's supposed to be.
Yes.
I can dig that.
Listen, Davon Franklin did that for Megan Good, and he's a pastor.
Fact.
They was in a
supposed
whole.
to
They
be.
were having a whole moment, a whole church service, and a woman was like, "Well, you know, Megan Good had a past in the club," and he said, "Let me really." Yes,
And
The
I
Lord
swear,
checked
I was
her.
confused. I was
Checked
like,
her.
ooh, I love, he's like one of my favorite characters on Empire. But that ain't the same
That's
nigga.
not the same
They
nigga.
they twins
Oh,
though.
shit.
Listen, I didn't know. I was like, ooh, she dating the nigga from Empire. But then the nigga from Empire was dating Kitty Boo Boo. Listen, they look the same.
Boo Boo Kitty.
Oh.
Her name is Grace
All right,
Byers.
y'all, I'm out. I can't with Mandii today.
I'm just
Oh
saying.
my
So
God.
you're not gonna tell me that Megan Good nigga don't look like the nigga from Empire?
No,
He don't look like the brother.
no.
Yes, he looked like the older
No.
brother that want all the
You the
Empire.
problem. You
Am
part
I
of the problem.
Am I?
That's why
bro,
people be like, oh yeah, we all look alike.
no, that's not the we all look alike.
That's
These niggas
definitely
look
we all
alike.
look alike.
These niggas look identical, my nigga. What you mean?
No, they don't.
Y'all look it up. Look up Devon Franklin. He a pastor, but also has a stunt double in
What's his
Empire.
name? Trace or Trey Byers?
Trey Byers.
Trey
Look up-
Byers.
okay, now look up Trey Byers. Look up Devon
The fact
Franklin.
that you have confused two light-skinned men with good hairlines is really upsetting.
Bro, look at Trey. You not gonna tell me they don't look the same.
No.
Not in this picture. That ain't
It should be
matter.
every picture then. It should be every picture. If you
Man,
say
they,
not in
look
this
at
picture.
this one right here, bro. That look like the.
All right,
Sir.
fine. They part of the same light-skinned tribe.
We not gonna do that.
They're
We
both
not gonna do that.
light-skinned.
Do they not?
They're both
do they not
light-skinned with
look
good,
alike?
strong
Problem.
hairlines.
You're part of
But
the
I'm not.
problem.
They literally look like twins. They've taken pictures together. Didn't know which one was which. Anyway, goddamn. All right, I think. Listen.
Anyway.
I
Right.
guess Megan and his wife, Trey's wife.
Boo Boo Kitty. Grace Byers.
Grace Byers.
Is it not
They
Boo Boo
look
Kitty?
alike
Boo Boo
too, 'cause
Kitty.
they got short
That's
haircuts,
what Cookie
right?
calls her on the show. Boo Boo
It's
Kitty.
Boo Boo Kitty, right?
Boo Boo Kitty.
Anyway, my next pick for Freshly Squeezed.
I know. Stop
this
making
week.
Liv laugh. This is fucked up.
I don't want to hurt you, Liv. Don't make me cry again. Oh, I
Yeah, don't
wanna,
cry, 'cause
I
if
don't.
you cry, I'm gonna
I know.
cry.
I didn't want to put you in pain.
If you cry, I'm gonna do it too.
All right. My song, my second choice for this week for Freshly Squeezed. Y'all know I love me some Mulatto, and I think I put Lil Baby every fucking other week
You
with a
have.
song.
It's either been Mulatto or Lil Baby or Kodak.
Or Kodak.
So
I need the three of them on a song.
I know. So
we can end this.
Mulatto did a song with Lil Baby called "Sex Lies." So I want to go ahead and play that joint because I really like it. She's doing kind of the Nicki singing and then goes into rapping. This is what that is, right? No,
Why you gotta call it that? Like it just is what it is.
I just don't think that rappers are also R&B artists. So when they catch a ballad, I'm like, oh, okay, she sounds good.
And this is why
I love
Last Train to Paris is an important album because it
100%
pioneered that thing that you're calling a Nicki thing.
I just want to point out that not only are the visuals good for this is also why whatever a man says while we are having sex, I don't believe. I'm sorry. She's literally singing a whole song about sex lies. Tell me all these things, that this pussy is yours and all these things. No. I literally, before I said the L word, like any serious conversation I have with a partner, don't tell me. I don't believe a nigga really love you, likes you, none of that. I don't believe my pussy is the wettest, the deepest, the greatest if it's told during sex. I think we as women lie during sex. We tell niggas this pussy is theirs. When we have 3 other niggas, it might be too, you know what I mean? We just be lying like some hoes. Yeah, this pussy is yours, and it's not. It's also to Qantas's
I don't lie
the
like
forward
that.
on the magic.
I don't
I'm
lie
just
like
saying.
that. I don't lie like that. I'm not telling you the pussy is anything until I'm in a relationship.
But also, I know
until I'm in a
women lie about
relationship.
coming too, though.
Oh,
Well,
no.
Oh, that's a
no.
dub.
That's a fucking dub. We don't lie about that.
My little cousin.
No, ma'am.
Wait,
What did you
say?
You better let not even lie. It's her lie is more like omission. She doesn't say anything.
Wait, if a nigga say, "Did you come?" She just be quiet.
No. He'll get his, and he'll be fine, and she won't say anything. Be like, well, I'll be like, you have to speak up. Because he gonna roll over, go to sleep. You have to speak up. Speak for yourself. Mm-hmm. Be an advocate for you, sister.
A rose is still a rose.
Because a rose is still a rose.
You know what? And for the ladies who don't know how to answer that question about who did you come? This has been my line that I've used a lot. I just be like, you gonna be ready for round 2? Like, cause if I'm asking you for another round, that's a nice way of letting you know that first time didn't get
nice.
it. I mean, you don't have to be nice.
I don't want to be nice.
And I'm not gonna lie.
I did not come.
No. Hey,
No.
did you come? No.
No. No, I did not.
But you know what I've noticed though?
Look at
But you know what I've
Liv's
noticed? Some men don't ask you if they come. They ask you if it was good.
Ooh.
They cheat. They try
Trickery.
to cheat. They fucking tricks and
Because
tactics.
I'm not gonna lie, there has been times though where it's felt good, but I still didn't come, and I was like, ooh, that was actually a nice little round. But as women, I mean, I think that men know when they have sex, they want the shooting feeling. Like if you come, you know, whoo, you came. But as women, it does take a lot more work, and I don't think men really realize that. So like, I think it's also important that as women, because niggas be coming like, well, I ain't had no complaints. Ladies, it's because of us they haven't had the complaints. We gotta complain.
There's a first time for everything. Be the first one to fucking leave.
Advocate for yourself, young
There we
sister.
go.
Leave
Thank
a review.
you.
Be
Give
like,
it
listen,
again.
A rose is still a rose.
Listen, I'm gonna go ahead and leave you this
still,
review.
You must rise to the climax and get yours.
No, I believe that. But yeah, we gotta stop lying to these niggas about
stop lying.
We do.
But the other thing is too, prioritize getting yours first.
Yes.
So don't even let him. What? I'm not even letting. If I gotta get on, no. You lay here. Don't fucking move. Post up. Because the thing is too.
Not post up. All right, girl.
Post up.
You
Let me
telling a
just-
nigga
because
post
You
up?
shouldn't land on Plymouth Rock.
Wait.
Plymouth
But Bridget,
Rock
wait, you
should
telling a nigga
land
to
on
post
you.
up in the middle of sex? Hey, nigga, post up. Lay down. Let me get mine, nigga.
One pillow.
Yeah.
No head.
I don't. No headboard. Memory foam. Remember this shit, my G. So you know how the fuck to do this shit next time.
I know that's
Post
right.
up.
Yeah, nah,
Like
I
you
agree.
gotta, as women, take charge in that way, because most men will front like they don't want to. They want to be the ones in charge, and they want to feel like men. Nah, a lot of these men like to be told, lay down.
Ooh, they do.
Lay down.
Say-
Lay down. Don't move. Let me do it. Let me do the work. You lay down for a second, because you sweat. You out of breath. Okay.
No, they do.
He gonna
they
lay
do.
down. But tell
I mean,
down.
a lot of men do like to be dominant in the bedroom.
Yes.
But ladies, if you do take the charge in not only making sure you get yours, a man may really like that
There
shit.
is no man that wants to be told, that doesn't enjoy being told. There is no man that does not enjoy being told to lay down so he ain't got to do the work.
Ooh.
Make him feel like you the one do. Nah, let me get on top. Let me do the work, and then you prioritize your orgasm. Fuck these niggas. Get
And
yours.
not to get really into it, but I do for the men listening, for those of you that do put it down, just thank y'all, because y'all, it's a workout. Y'all know I got my little strap, but don't.
It is.
Yeah, but I done tried like to be the man with my little strap on.
I just want y'all to know that the chair came off the ground.
Because
Every time she thrusted, the chair lifted off the
no,
ground.
it's actually just a lot of work, and so I don't think we actually give credit to the men that when we as pillow princesses.
No, I
maybe
do Orange
don't
Theory.
do a lot of work.
I'm aware of stamina.
It's
and
actually a
endurance.
lot of
I
work for the
out.
men too. And bitch, I done tried, and I'd be like, all right, let's just spoon, bitch. Let's just spoon.
That's
we
what
gonna
you guys,
spoon.
ladies, take your SSS tonic for iron buildup.
Oh,
it helps.
shit.
It helps you out a lot. Yes.
Listen, and take deep breaths in between thrusts. That also helps. It just helps you.
Breathing
it helps you
exercises.
stabilize your heart rate. It's good cardio. You have to just that helps.
Maybe take a deep breath before you moan, and as you moan,
let it all out, and then
right.
breathe out for 2. Breathe out for 2 counts, and breathe in for 3. That's just a good.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to add a moan in there.
Had to.
All right. So
Anyway, so moving right along.
Mulatto?
What else we got?
Mulatto
That's how
body.
we got
Oh
it.
yeah,
Shout
thank
out
you,
to
Mulatto. Sex Lies. That's Lil Baby. Go ahead and
What
shout
a
that out.
tangent. That was
What else
fun.
we got? Oh, I do have a call. If I don't know if I don't know. Should we call him? I don't know. I was gonna give
Try
a
it
call.
out.
We
All
can.
right, let's
Are we?
see.
Are we talking about the song? Should we add?
Yeah,
this?
well, let's talk
Yeah.
about the song first. So, and I think I've mentioned him multiple times. GuapDad has done a phenomenal job in quarantine with not
Oh,
only
yeah, for
creating
sure.
content,
Yes.
but dropping merch.
We
and
love
just
GuapDad merch.
Yeah, I got my scam girl shit.
I got some Ethica. I got his Ethica collab. Some of the briefs.
Ethica. We need some. See, the
Ethica
thing
and
is,
GuapDad,
pants and shorts.
They're great. I love them.
I love Ethica, but I saw you posted on your story, and also just the visuals for it. The
Yeah.
nigga turned himself into a white man.
Guap Chad.
We love Guap Chad.
Guap will always give you great visuals, great content. Like if rap is gonna work for him, but clearly acting is gonna work just as well.
Yeah.
Acting is where he needs to go. You know,
That's
hold on,
his-
let me
this
see.
is his whole
phenomenal.
bag.
Let me see if he gonna answer, and let me hope this shit is plugged in.
But yeah, Alpha
I
Remix
have
is
to
the
do-
name of the song.
Oh, it's ringing. Can y'all hear?
Come on, Guap. Pick up the phone. Pick up the phone, baby.
Yo,
Yeah. I know we all
good?
hyping. You're just waking up.
Sorry.
So I have to announce, this is Mandii calling you. But we're here live on the podcast. See, the thing is, and we're talking about your visuals right now.
Yes.
Where you turned yourself into a whole white man.
Guap Chad.
Guap Chad.
I was transracial.
We love transracial.
Hey, and the crazy part about it is, I was so stuck in character when I washed the makeup off, I almost called the police on myself.
You was not calling the police. Did you come up with this whole the whole visuals of this? I know I did see you do the casting for Big Girls, and I see where
Yeah.
you use them. But is this all of your creative process?
It's always a collaborative effort. I work with the director a lot. He's my main go-to guy. I've been working with him for 7 years, so he kind of knows how to start ideas, and I'm a nigga that's never gonna say no.
Right.
So
This is
it was
funny.
his idea. It was his
brilliant.
idea to change how my character looks, and we just kind of ran from there. I found the locations, we scouted out the girls, I found the makeup artist, we put it together.
That's what's up. All during COVID. All during.
Shout out to the homie Zeno, Big Sean's manager.
Oh, I
who helped
love
me-
Zeno.
Hey,
Yeah.
Zeno.
I did
he
not.
helped
What
me
was
find
he a
the,
part of
makeup
this?
artist.
Oh,
He
he
helped
helped
me
you.
find the makeup artist. Yeah, that was his recommendation.
Fabulous.
Okay, I did want to talk to. I know Liv put it on the story. Like she's familiar.
BFB Pac-Man. He BFB to Pac-Man. He came on there on the remix of Alpha, did his thing, and I know you guys have Breon in common. That's my
Yes.
ace.
We all love Breon.
So
Shout out Breon.
How did that
Yeah.
collaboration with him come about to do this remix?
Man, it was fucking Breon.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Yeah, you know,
All right.
you know Breon, the playmaker.
She really
She
is.
had told me, because I was in New Jersey for a while, finishing my album with Illmind, and we were trying to figure shit out. And Breon was like, "Yo, I'm in town. If you got any songs for Pac-Man to get put on," like, Pac-Man. She like, "Yeah, BFB to Pac-Man." I'm like, "Oh shit."
This nigga
Yeah.
said he'll die on spirit. I was dead. Like his whole verse is crazy. I do too. Just want to shout you out. I think Guap, I've talked about you the last couple episodes, but you're one of the artists that have taken this pandemic and just decided to not only put out more content, but you've been dropping merch.
Yes.
Shout out to the Scam Girl merch. I got mine. But what made you go that route, knowing that you couldn't do the festivals and all this
Scam
other
is
shit right
scamming.
now?
Man, it started off as a survival tactic, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, I just didn't know what the fuck to do at the start of this. Yeah, it was just like, I was on tour Thundercat.
Yeah.
Supposed to move on to the tour with Jack Harlow.
Ooh,
do a
that would
song
have
with
been.
him and drop it and like run with the tour on that. And like, this is right before What's Poppin' had come out. So it was like super early on, and it was killing me, dog. I was so irritated. Just everything, like all my European shows got canceled. I was supposed to be in Europe all summer up until my birthday.
Yeah, they said fuck Americans. I don't think Europe.
They were not interested in us at all. They didn't give a fuck about us.
Me and Thundercat were gonna do a small run. We're talking about doing a small run in Japan in January, and that got fucked up too. So it was just like, damn, everything that I thought I was doing, I can't do anymore. And I couldn't sell merch at first either because, you know, I'm a scammer, so people really want stuff.
Hustle mode is never off. I mean, it makes
Luckily,
sense.
I found a way to do it. Like when I have the pop-up.
Well, thank God you are equally as talented as a creative as you are as a scammer, because this shit is fire and it worked.
Honestly, like
it worked. Like we got the turnaround.
Yeah,
and that's tight. So I've been able to finally have access to another piece of the pie.
Right.
Yeah, you are my little brother in my head. Honestly, I'm gonna tell you right now. We met maybe like twice, and I guess the first time we met was in the club. We were in the same section, and you bodied a bottle of Hennessy.
She has
the picture. Turn that into the cover art for your single for Rather Not.
Oh, there you go. Your cover art for Rather Not.
Yeah, so I'm on the cover art for Rather Not, and ever since then I was like, GuapDad, my nigga.
Hey, Guap, thank you for answering. We're going to finish the pod, but yeah, y'all go ahead and check that out. It's going to be on our playlist on Audio Mac.
Also remix.
Thank you for waking up and answering our call, Guap.
Appreciate you.
No, it's good. Thank y'all for having me. I appreciate being on it.
All right, I'll holla.
See you later.
Bye.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So that's dope. Like, I love that people are still finding ways to create in the pandemic. I know I'm getting into my little merch bag. I'm working on merch even for 2021. Like I said, like my agent reached out and was like, we may be able to get the tour in December of 2021. And we're already planning for 2022 is pretty much what it's looking like. So
I've been going back and forth with brands about spring and summer virtual conferences. Because South by Southwest obviously is
they did.
They're going to do some virtual stuff. So I'm in talks with a lot of brands for that.
And I don't even think we talked about it, but for y'all who are thinking that because the vaccine is out in 2021 may be different. Yeah, like South by Southwest already canceled. So I know they were talking about, damn, I wonder if Coachella's going to do the same. Coachella, the person who started Coachella is super eerie on the whole coronavirus. So, yeah, man.
I told, I try to keep it real with my close peoples and stuff like that. This will probably be my first time actually saying this. I said to myself maybe like 6 months ago, I don't plan on DJing until maybe like mid 2022.
Wow.
Because realistically, like you really got to think about it. Yeah. It's not happening.
Virtually, when you do it?
And you've been hating it virtually, right?
Virtually, depends on how much you want to pay me. I'll fuck with it. But
the charity event rate does not apply. So if that's what you think you're gonna get, it's not even in the ballpark.
Right.
But
I guess
that makes
being
sense. Like, I'm gonna be out next couple of months to a year. No, it's not happening.
I do want to
GuapDad and regroup and think.
I was about to say, shout out to him. Did we play the record? Did we want to play a little snippet of it?
We're gonna get into the Alpha remix.
If you guys just check out the visuals for this, like he said, the makeup artist, again, shout out Zeno. That's a good friend of mine. But it's really good. It's so West Coast. I can't wait till we talk about the West Coast verses. I just played the footage, I ain't have his face in it. I'm in first class business every time I visuals, man. Got caught slipping once, now I slide.
GuapChad.
Not GuapChad.
GuapChad. I love GuapChad. How could you not?
Look, wait, he's jacking off.
How could you not love
God, I
GuapChad?
love it.
How could
Y'all know I love me a good jack off, baby. Sorry. Okay. Sorry.
How?
So once again, it's Alpha Remix
Yes.
featuring BFB, the Pac-Man,
Yes.
GuapDad.
Yes.
Doing it once again with the content, the digital content.
Yeah.
The creative
Shout out to the
content.
BBWs too, washing the car.
Yes.
I like
Come
me.
on.
Them type of natural bodies. I
Tiger
like.
stripes and cellulite. Sign me up.
yes.
Sign me up for the tiger stripes and cellulite. I love it.
I love it.
Go
I
off,
love it.
girl.
Shout out to Guap. What else we got? I think we're gonna go back to some R&B. You got some R&B?
Oh.
No.
No, I got some Afrobeat because
Hey.
last week a couple of my favorites actually dropped records. DJ Spinall, shout out DJ Spinall dropping Grace last week, really dope Afrobeat project. But Techno, who is one of my favorite Afrobeat artists, dropped an album called Old Romance, and my favorite joint over that is called Addicted. And so I wanted to play a snippet of that because that's just that.
I
that's
liked
getting
it
me
already
ready.
when I was here.
That's getting me ready. I'm going away. I'm gonna be in a tropical place for New Year's, and I just cannot wait. I'm compiling all the songs I need now to get me in the mood, get me in the vibe. So.
I'm fucking with that. I'm fucking with that, man.
Yeah,
I'm fucking with that.
I needed a good little Afro.
Shout out to Audio Mac, man.
Yes.
Shout out to Audio Mac.
Guys, I'm so happy that we're back and we get to talk
I am.
about
I'm so glad you're here. Bitch, I kept that seat warm for you over there, baby.
I know.
Physically and mentally, because I couldn't talk about music with you guys.
Right.
How the hell
This
you
was my
think I felt, bitch?
favorite.
I was gone for about 3
I
weeks
felt
out this bitch.
I know. Mandy was losing
I
her
was
damn mind.
gone. I was like I was getting tested every 5 days, damn near. I was like, all right, bitch, I'm finna go get tested
I
again.
would FaceTime her and she'd be outside with her. I'm like, Mandy, where are you? She's like, I'm like, you're supposed to be inside. You're supposed to be quarantined.
I was like, I'm quarantining, but I'm in line
to get tested. The only time she was leaving her crib was to go get tested.
I guess, again, shout out Audio Mac, but bitch, if we gonna talk about COVID, COVID ruined all of our Saturdays,
Sure
did it
as
not?
fuck did. Ruined my
at Liv's
whole
face.
evening.
Liv was ready to.
Ruined my whole evening plan. You understand? I had flexi rods in my hair. I had my hair's curly. I let my curls rock out on Saturday. I was ready to get in my R&B.
That's what I was listening to all week. Last week was the Ashanti and Keyshia Cole
Blown
versus motherfucking playlist. This part, I was really back in my bag.
We were all feeling foolish. We were all left.
By the way,
foolish.
y'all gotta listen to her motherfucking lyrics. Ashanti was on some bullshit. I ain't gonna hold you. I was like, can't breathe without you. Like super, like I was just listening like, oh bitch, you need a therapist. I can't even remember what song it was.
That's every 90s R&B man.
And I didn't realize how bad it was until I was listening to it as an adult. Like, I was singing this. Ashanti was really making us act like we could not live or breathe without men.
That was the last of that era of singing like
Shit.
you're really in love with someone, and when they touch you, you feel pain and anguish, but love and elatedness at the same time. And then Keyshia came in and said,
I should have cheated.
Keyshia literally had a dagger in her heart.
Keyshia chose violence.
As a tattoo.
She did.
Keyshia chose
Dripping
violence.
blood.
Chose violence.
She chose violence.
She chose violence against
the smack a bitch tribe.
that toxic ass.
That
energy.
queen.
Exactly
Yes.
where she was.
and her name was Keyshia.
Yeah, which is so perfect. It's perfect.
Nah, so
the thing that upset me about this though was that
here we go.
Ashanti went on live.
yeah, I missed the live, but
Look,
Keyshia, we knew Keyshia was going to have a full beat.
and
And
she did.
Ashanti came on live and looked like she was at home and
Nope.
only put lipstick on to go to Target.
Nope, she looked like she had COVID.
This is my point.
I think she was going for the COVID.
She was trying so hard to conceal and minimize her coughs.
That's what. Wait, was it really that bad?
It was that bad.
It was bad.
Like, I was cringing.
She looked like,
it was
bad.
Because you know when you say you got COVID, bitch, you can't cough.
She had on a Scully
Right.
covering her brows. Like, sis was sick. Sis was in the house sick.
Wish it. I don't even want to say it because I don't want to wish it. I think she actually is showing symptoms. And that's why that live on her end looked and felt a little cringy.
Well, because she was also like in her bathroom and Keyshia Cole got her ring light in the office and had in the studio ready to go.
Every piece of diamonds that she owned,
what?
Keyshia
she
had
wore
on.
every single chain even when she's in the house.
I know that.
And she was ready. She was ready to go.
I'll say what my problem was, specifically as someone who did have COVID, and I was just as guilty of it. When you go and get this positive test, I do want to kind of relay it to when you go and get a test for STDs. You automatically want to pinpoint where you got it from or how you contracted it or who gave it to you.
Right.
Because you're so quick to fucking point blame. And so on the live, Ashanti decided to say that she hugged her brother the night before. She put it onto her brother as to how she contracted COVID, not even sitting here and acknowledging the fact that she had been to Antigua, been to South Africa, been to Atlantic City. She had been to at least 8
Pimping
airports
all
within
over the world.
literally area codes, in different area codes. And COVID was following her. But I'll say, God. I'm sorry.
Jesus.
I mean, COVID was just not, I will say that's a thing that when you do, like, to be frank about how this virus works, and I told y'all, my nigga took me to get tested and then went into me in every single hole possible and still did not contract COVID. And so the idea that she wanted to put it on her brother, I'm sorry, Liv be so fed up with me. I'm just saying, I think you have to realize that as long as you step out of the house,
you're susceptible.
You're susceptible. And so the idea that you want to point fingers and to blame, and I know that I caught the blame for Joe and things like that, but to be real,
which was also whack and unfair and completely inappropriate.
And I'm not gonna lie, like I felt a part of it because I was just like, I literally haven't been around Joe in 20 days.
You sat
We
closer to me than you did to Joe, and I did not
from
get
the mic,
it, so
which
no.
we also didn't know.
We sat next to each other
at dinner. We went out to eat right after. So I just want to say, like, the part of me that how she's putting this, the fact that y'all said she's trying to hold in maybe her symptoms.
Yeah, she was on the live.
And then sis
got on this live with half a brow, no lashes, and a chola lip liner. Like she was going to Target. This is the whole moment was like, girl, you were not prepared for this at all today. You were sick, and it's okay. It's not to say it's okay, but just understand. Just own that. Just say, listen.
You know what it was? It was very Libra of her.
Yeah, she did.
I can't
believe that.
We want to please everyone. Like, she literally was on the live saying, "Oh, we should do it tonight. I got songs ready."
She did.
Let me tell you something.
No,
if I had my phone in hand and saw Keyshia Cole with this contour and this smoky eye,
Keyshia look good, bitch.
I would knock it on live.
Those titties was tittying.
What?
I gotta get that little fucking corset she had.
I need to know who beat that mug.
Them titties is up to her motherfucking chin.
That makeup. Keisha always had a good rack though.
Yeah, she did have big old titties.
Always had big.
Take old bitties all the time.
Keisha was always laced.
I'll say my thing with this is, as verses, it started off as being a thing that we were socially distanced. So I'm surprised that they don't have COVID backups. Like, bitch, as soon as we knew Joe had it, we was ready. Brendan had the fucking camera set up and we was testing fucking audio with Parks. We were ready for dealing with COVID. And I'm surprised that verses that started in COVID wasn't prepared to deal with COVID.
Well, it's not going to work now going back to what it used to be because Apple is a part of it.
Right.
Apple
too much of a liability.
Yeah, and Apple is not gonna, diddle with Instagram. They want their own bag too.
Right.
So
which is understandable.
Okay.
I just felt like they went on live at the time that we were supposed to start the verses, and Ashanti clearly was not fucking with it for hours beforehand because Keyshia Cole didn't know this wasn't happening. Ashanti knew.
She did. I do want to say that if we're going to talk about also the responsibility, I'll say I turned down some some things in Atlanta. Because
some money.
Because I talked to my team and they was like, bitch, you going where?
Right.
And I was like, okay, let me not go to Atlanta right now. But I want to actually talk about, if we're going to talk about the responsibility of people who openly admit to their COVID testing, possibly face life-threatening symptoms. Can we talk about Jeremiah? Without being disrespectful. I do, so praises and shout out to Jeremiah, who did make it out of the hospital. He was battling COVID for the last couple of weeks. And we all saw that he went through ICU, like was pretty much in there. Thank God I'm still here. Thank y'all for the prayers up. Followed by this. As soon as Jeremiah got out of the goddamn hospital, he went and got a shape up with no mask. And I just don't know what more we have to do as far as like
to
what
really
our
get it through our heads.
Like what the fuck?
But it's also, in order to really shape everything up, he can't wear the mask. So that's number one.
Yeah, but then that
more importantly, don't post it.
Don't post it.
Which is what we've been saying this whole time. Like, if you're gonna be reckless and irresponsible with your shit, don't fucking post it. We don't need to know
Joe,
that.
we didn't need to know you was in Miami. I'm sorry, but yeah.
At the back.
We didn't know we needed to know that you was out here dirty whining at the Jamaican
pasta.
With your ackee and saltfish.
We didn't need to know that you was drinking Guinness, Red Stripe, rum and Red Bull. I'm drinking rum and Red Bull. Joe wanted us to know. We didn't need to know, sir. But Jeremiah, we didn't need to know.
On the set of Belly.
Yo, shut up.
Joe, I told y'all, Joe took his talents and his own COVID mic.
To South Beach.
Joe is in the Gaza.
But also, I just feel like it's irresponsible. Like, you had all of your friends scared for your life.
Just don't post it.
Like, why are you now out? Like, I feel bothered that these people were concerned about your health. And you out here getting a goddamn shape up with no mask. Mind you, he's now getting dealt with with the hair part of his outline. He could have wore a mask for his hair shape up.
I'm just saying.
You can't.
Don't
the beard, maybe no.
Post it.
First off, I'm bald head. Y'all see how I'm bald head? I need y'all to see when she takes off this side and razors me and puts it back on. I'm a bald head bitch and I get bald head cuts. Yeah. My hairstylist makes sure I have my mask on at all times as well as her.
How often do you cut your hair? I'm just curious.
So this is already growing back. Yeah. I probably should go back next week or 2 weeks. Okay. But I also do color.
Yeah.
And so the bleach.
You can't do it at the same time.
I can't do all the bleach.
Nope.
The bleach be eating my shit up.
But
die. I just want to say, as a bald head bitch who also got a lineup and a shape up, my hairstylist removed one side, did my lines, did my shave down, and put the string back on. So I don't want to sit here and make the excuse that he's getting a shape up.
You don't have facial. Look at him.
No, for the facial hair,
yes. Like it's a little different.
But I just feel like for the picture, the fact that people was just concerned about your health, like let's be responsible with our platforms.
Dumb.
It's dumb.
It's just dumb.
It's just dumb. You just dumb. Oh, stupid. That's how I feel about him. That is dumb. That is just dumb.
You are really dumb.
Really dumb.
For real.
And it's I don't want to play that soundbite. I don't, but it's just
dumb.
It's like you literally we didn't know if you're gonna make it a few days before you posted this. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
That part.
So,
that part.
I
guess if we're gonna talk about niggas being dumb, I did kind of want to talk about bitches be dumb too.
Next on, bitches are also dumb.
I wanted to talk about, before I bring up the conversation, I did want to give shout outs to Christina Millian and Cassie.
Let's congratulate. We're not shouting out.
No, okay, congratulating them. My bad. I don't know how this baby shit work. I ain't got no kids. I'm sorry.
It's not a shout out. She didn't drop a mixtape. She's pregnant.
She about to drop a whole human.
Congratulations.
She about to drop a human being out that pussy.
Human life into this world.
Yeah, it's a congratulations.
For their own human bodies.
Congrats.
Shout out.
Congrats. My bad. I do love how beautiful Cassie is. She's shining in this new relationship, as well as Christina Millian, who announced her baby with now, I believe it's now her fiance. But a lot of the conversation has been coming around on the social medias. You know, my old ass, the social medias, the YouTubes.
Yep.
About Cassie. Damn. Diddy wasted all her time, blah, 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 blah. And a lot of conversation is about how Diddy wasted this woman's time. And I wanted to talk about, when I was reading this, bitch, we waste our own goddamn times with these niggas a lot of times.
So we just gonna act like and ignore the fact that Diddy had 3 children? Well, never mind. Whose time?
I know.
Diddy had 3 children while in and out in between Cassie.
With Cassie, right.
While she was still present for the most part. Like, what are we talking about? Wasted whose time?
I just feel like we as women too, we know
got a lot of bad.
that part.
Hello?
That part. I just know that as women, we do like to think, damn nigga, you toxic. Damn nigga, you wasting my time. Damn, I could have been, should have been, could have been doing this and that. And in reality, unfortunately, we allow these men to waste our time.
But let's stop acting like it's a waste of time. Maybe Cassie didn't want to have babies at that time, and she saw what the fuck was going on, and that was her choice.
I didn't even think of it that way.
I always try to think of it that way because I'm 34 and I've deliberately not had children on purpose because I don't want children right now. If I have them, I'll have them. If I don't, I don't. But I've been in long-term relationships and it wasn't the time for me. So I want us to stop looking at these women who decide to have children and treating them like, oh, well, I mean, she waited all this time. Finally. Like, what the fuck? We don't know what is going on in women's lives. Stop telling women
that part.
Stop telling women how they should be making choices, what they should be doing with their bodies, and when to make the right. Listen, we just experienced a pandemic. We continue to overlook how major it is that we have survived a worldwide pandemic.
Bitch, we still in it. We ain't survived it yet.
Over
the zombies
1 million
coming.
people have died from this.
Yeah.
Over 1 million people have died from this. I for one am happy to see women being able to procreate and contribute to humanity in that way by bringing more life into the world because a lot of lives have been lost this year.
Absolutely.
From that perspective, it's like I can't think about who's wasting what time. Like,
I agree.
People are dying.
And
I agree.
And that's that on that, honestly.
Yeah.
Even if you want to put into perspective on, okay, he was dating Cassie around the time that Last Train to Paris dropped, which was 10 years ago. Who we were 10 years ago is completely different.
That part.
Now.
Yeah.
So
at least it should be.
Mentally, like Bridget said, maybe she didn't want to have kids back then.
I agree.
And I really do feel like, and I always try to put things into this perspective, whatever lesson you need to learn, God was allowing you to learn that lesson.
Correct.
And if you haven't learned it by now, you're going to repeat it constantly again and again and again.
I do.
Until you finally get it through your thick skull that you need to do something different. And if it's a lesson that's not working for you and you keep doing it, you need to do something else.
And to be honest, as a woman, I'm tired of hearing about men lamenting over all the things that they wish they could have done. You know how many opportunities a man like Puff has had to do things differently?
Right.
With solid women and has not? I don't want to hear about that heartbreak anymore. I don't care. I don't care about that heartbreak.
I'm not gonna
anymore.
lie. Me neither.
I don't care. I don't want to hear.
Look, she said.
I love Last Train to Paris. We can listen to Last Train to Paris all day.
I guess I gotta listen to it today.
You gotta listen to the whole album
right.
today.
I
It's
got
a great
you.
album. I will never take anything
got
away from
you.
him creatively. But for men, I just don't have. There's no country for men who perpetually make the same or similar decisions time and time and time again with women and then grieve over what they've lost and what they've fucked up and what they've... No, stop. Own your shit. Just do better. Don't be sorry, ho. Be careful.
I know that's right. But also, as well, let's not look at men as being a waste of time because I think a lot of times we stay in relationships and we move forward learning from them. And so you have to also realize that not all relationships are meant to go forever. And I think we have that forever mind. We kind of talked about this last week.
That's true.
But to me, you have to look at things for a season because there's a reason. So knowing that these people that have seasons within your lives, you're literally learning from them and growing from them to be better for the next person. And so, I mean, I don't know. I do hate that people were like, this nigga was wasting her time. I think as women, we don't even know the true extent to who we can be as women or partners or lovers until we know what our worth and value is and until we demand it. We don't demand the respect from a lot of these men that we date, which is why they get over on us, fucking breaking the boundaries that we lay down and doing the things that we don't necessarily want them to do. So shout out to Cassie. Shout out to Christina Millian.
Congratulations to women who
Yes.
keep their relationships off the internet.
Unlike Summer Walker, who is back with London, but we're not going to get into that this week. I don't even think it's worth it.
Are you surprised?
I'm not surprised. That's why I'm not. The same way I'm not surprised Cardi took Offset back. Again, we do these things over and over again. That's women. We dumb. We just dumb.
But she's not done learning her lesson, so that's why she's there where she's at. We knew that she wasn't done learning that lesson. She is very pregnant with his child. So
facts. Do we have any other topics this week? No. I did want to before we get out of here, shout out to Andy. That's my dog, Andy Cohen of Bravo. I'm a huge fan of Real Housewives.
Deadass.
I know, bitch. I know I'm shouting out Andy, bitch. But last night
we just have to
he's
have
a whole instigator of black women, but that's another topic.
Oh no, he is. I will say,
he's a messy
I will
queen.
say with the fucking platform he has, he did bring up colorism. I'm not gonna start into that because that could be a whole nother hour for us right now. But I'm not. But he is using his platform to also bring up different conversations. Last night was part 1 of the reunion of Potomac, which is a hot, messy mess. And if you guys,
old.
they're in their 50s acting like this. So I'm just like, ooh, bitch, I'm glad I ain't got this drama. It is really good. I will say too, again, the fact that other women judge other women by the ownership that men place on them. And relationships. Literally ownership, which is my problem. The possessiveness of, well, is this man here for you? Is he even claiming you? Is he out fucking with XYZ? And so it does when you put your relationship out on Front Street, you allow the criticism and critique. So it was really good. It was a hot fucking mess. Atlanta, Real Housewives of Atlanta.
It was a hot fucking
I love a hot fucking mess. Real Housewives of Atlanta is a snooze fest so far. But I do just want to shout out to Andy because he is bringing it. I love
Andy
it.
is capitalizing off of the drama of black women.
That part. Well,
understand, overstand. Open your eyes, open your third eye, open your mind, people. Black women, open your mind.
And watch Real Housewives of all of it, bitch. I'm sorry. I'm a fan of it. I'm a fan. But check that out. That's on every Sunday and every Wednesday, Salt Lake City. I love it.
I mean, I'm catching up.
No, they're not. But I just this is what I watch weekly now. I'm not into anything on Netflix.
No, Netflix.
Everything is fucking dubbed over with voices, and I can't watch like when the mouth is like,
Crown. The Crown is not. But I don't think you would enjoy the Crown. The Crown is fire.
That's
and
what
actually,
Princess Diana, right?
Yes, about
partially.
She enters
Partially.
in season 4. No, she just comes in late.
Yeah.
You gotta. It's really about Queen Elizabeth and understanding her rise to the crown.
Okay.
And understanding her, it humanizes the royal family in a very different way. I think it's worth a watch.
Oh, I might watch that.
Pretty good.
So yeah, right now I'm not watching.
It also makes you
anything,
feel poor though. Just I watched the first season.
poor?
I was like, damn, I feel poor.
But that's why I like
It's
Housewives.
a lot of gold. It's a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot going on.
That's why I like Housewives of Potomac because I think they all regular schmegler in the money market. I don't think they're really housewives.
I
don't
still
think they're
can't
that
tell
rich.
you where Potomac is on the map. So
It's me neither, but it's
fine.
in
like
DMV.
area, yeah.
But I am locked into
states over.
Snowfall. I'm catching up on Snowfall.
Oh, it's
I'm
so
hella
good.
late.
You're so
late. I'm finally through the first 2 seasons. I'm gonna get into season 3 this week and be done with it. But I'm obsessed. I love it. I'm just catching up on the old shows.
I watched Eddie Murphy Raw this morning.
You did.
You did. You was showing
needed
it.
to.
And in all honesty, I watched it
laugh.
this morning. I needed that laugh. I've
Yeah.
been watching nothing but stuff that makes me laugh.
I love it.
If you have Amazon Prime, please watch it. Like all of the jokes he has, literally it's 2020 Twitter.
Wow.
In terms of dating,
Really?
women, prenups, when you divorce someone and you want half, like he literally covers all of it. Miss Fufu, you treat me like animal. Like he covers.
Wow.
It's so relevant today. So it was really good to watch that. He talks about hamburgers when your mom is like, you want to go to McDonald's, and she's like, nah, there's hamburgers at home. It's kind of like the same thing with there's spaghetti in there. It's the same thing.
Okay.
So like, yeah.
I will have to watch it. I love me a good
definitely watch
stand-up.
that, yeah. I do
too.
That's a good thing to lay up and
classic
watch.
stand-up.
I love a good stand-up. Well, shout out to Eddie Murphy and Princess Diana. I don't know.
Please stop throwing shout outs. Just stop shouting people. Just stop shouting
out
people
and then
out.
making us
I'm
feel
shouting
old
people
because
out.
Stop shouting people out.
Is that an auntie thing today? Let me shout them out.
my God.
That's just a quick shout out.
Make sure you go over to Audio Mac and check out our Freshly Squeezed playlist.
Yes, subscribe
You can also
to us.
listen to our episode on Audio Mac as well. Just get into it. It's really
Can I actually do a request for a leave out?
Sure.
Yeah,
So I do want to shout out to, again, I want to, look, goddamn,
Girl, let me know.
You are not. You are going to be limited to a certain amount of shout outs an episode.
While you say your shout out, let me play my Cassie.
All right.
Say your shout out, then.
Not Cassie. She had something besides
Oh
me.
my God. Yo. No,
It's
you have
me and
homework.
you now.
I'm choosing violence.
Okay, no. So anyways, look up a thesaurus for the word shout out. That is what I'm doing to Wayno, who had a Dreamville room this week. I do, again, so it's the 10th anniversary, or I believe, no, not even 10, but it's the anniversary of seven of Forest Hills Drive. For those of you who are J. Cole stans like myself, they removed all of his videos, or a lot of the videos from his YouTube. So he actually just dropped the video and visuals for Fire Squad, which if you have ever been to fucking Dreamville Fest or any festival where J. Cole has headlined, when Fire Squad comes on, it is one of, I went to fucking Made in America and he dropped it, and it was just one of the most invigorating crowds to be in. When
invigorating.
Bitch, I be trying with these big old words. You feel me?
It's a good word.
But Fire Squad by J. Cole off the Forest Hills Drive album, which has also been almost probably one of my favorite tours to have been on, or to not been on, bitch. I witnessed it. I went. Bitch, I wasn't on it. Look, I'm over here acting like I was on the Forest Hills.
So many lives. Mandi's lived so many lives.
So many lives.
Fuck y'all. Can we leave
Live
out
all
with
these lives, but don't know what
Hey.
Let's go. Let's
Can
leave out
we
with
leave
Fire
out with
Squad.
Fire Squad?
Let's leave out with Fire Squad.
Kodak Black, Mandii B.
I hate you.
I don't even know this stuff. I'm just from Florida.
Hey. This is my shit. Anyways, again, please subscribe to us on the YouTube. Yo, Bridget and I are bringing the motherfucking Titty Tuesdays for the niggas who didn't want to watch us.
For those of y'all that were pissed about our body yaddy yaddy dances, it's fine, because Titty Tuesdays, they dance on their own.
Bitch. Oh, sorry. Oh, wrong word. Ho first.
No more shout outs for Mandii.
No more shout outs?
No more shout outs. We'll see y'all next
you
week.
reckon that's
Stay safe out here.
How the fuck could we get rich?
Hey.
But yeah, y'all go ahead, subscribe to us, download. Sorry. Oh, I said to subscribe and download. No, was I not supposed to talk? All right, y'all hate me.
We already
All
said
right.
bye.
We already said
bye. Bitch, I was jamming, shaking my
Clock
titties.
in.
I didn't know.
All right, well, clock out now.
All right, bye y'all. See y'all next week, niggas.
Oh my God.
And the whites.
Oh my.
Bye.
Mandii.
Oh, I can't shout out the whites.
No.
Oh.